of the giraffe. I don't know what their team fight. I mean, all three of their cores like kind of just do the same thing, right? Two of them are almost identical. Of course, it's kind of hard to call Morphling identical to anyone else, but you know, they initiate, they get a little bit of a nuke in, they get a bigger nuke in, ideally with items here necessary on the Morphling, and you know, they can blink out to disengage. So you have two very similar play styles. I don't know what the pick was here, to be honest, to really punish this, but I don't know if they've done as good as a job as they possibly could have here. It is a 3 Furion though. Range Potato, he's a strong player, TI player. So overall, I don't know is the thing, right? Because this Bat Rider, not to say it's going to be kind of useless, but he's really not going to get much, especially because they're going to throw Masaros there on the off lane. Oracle RR is going to have a fantastic time against him this game. So it's going to be a lot here on our Tusk, on Fearless, maybe on the Jakiro to land a stun, onto that backline's Oracle, because he's going to have a save that is going to completely ruin your team fight. You're not too light on the catch here for MG.Trust Gaming, but you do have 2, arguably 3 very evasive heroes. You know, you got the Walrus Punch, Cold Snap, Tornado, Snowball, Bat Rider. Flame Breakers no longer cancels channeled abilities, but you can of course lasso them. And the Ice Path, so maybe a Yules this game is going to be very useful, I would say, to try and lock these guys down. I think a Spirit Vessel is going to be very valuable on top of that. But honestly, I mean, MG.Trust, I think they're going to scale a bit better. Their early game, I'd be curious to see what's the build here on this Invoker is going to be as we get underway with game number 1. Just want to give you guys a reminder of our organizer, Action Esports. They still have a giveaway. I think probably today going to be the last day. You can enter 2 Arcanas up for grabs. All you got to do is follow and like a tweet. And unfortunately, that's not my Twitter. It is the Action Esports Twitter. You guys can check the links underneath the stream to get more information on that. Or you can follow me on Twitter at SeekandStrike. But you don't have to. I don't have any giveaways, unfortunately. Okay, so I mean, based on the starting items, I'm not this good of an Invoker player or a mid an analyzer to know. I think you're going to want to go for a Quas Wex. We are seeing a lot more Quas Exhorted. Really an instant buy on every game, but we are really starting to see a ton of Midas, which is no surprise considering the buffs it's been getting, how much that they've slowed down the game a bit, which makes the constant gold gain even better. That attack speed, we're seeing a lot of we're seeing that put to use by a lot of cores who rely on attack speed, but not so much the mana, right? Because a Midas, as silly as it is very much so a farming item. Sorry, I kind of got called in last minute here. First of all, let us take a look at Jackie's items. This man, he plays Dota dress up, it's amazing. Look at this, a deep blue prismatic gem. This thing is gorgeous. Who's that signed by? Yaya? I don't recognize that name off the top of my head, unfortunately. I apologize. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know what this Invoker is going to be. So I think we're going to need to see a lot of pace out of this mid lane Invoker, in my opinion. Not only because the TB is not going to be, oh, they're swapping lanes here already. Not because the TB is going to be able to do anything. Because I mean, honestly, it's a terrible build, right? He doesn't really do too much. He takes a bit longer to really be popping off. And he's going to really need to help out this Bat Rider lane. There's 2 possible ways I think you can try and get away with this, right? By the way, who's he laning against even? It will be the Queen of Pain, which is, I mean, just look at this portrait, rather. Just bald Queen of Pain. Ken hitting us with the just absolutely terrifying model. So I think he's going to want to see what... okay, it's going to be the Quas Wex. Oh, they might have been baited, though. So I'm curious, right? The matchups all really strike me as quite similar, to be honest, whether you're going to be laning against the Queen of Pain, the Morphling, or the Furion. Obviously, oh, he might have been scouted there. Obviously, yeah, that's unfortunate. Obviously, more damage over time out of the Queen of Pain, more right click, so consistent damage out from the Morphling. Yeah, so just deny now. Out from the Morphling and the Furion, and I would say this Morph a little bit more bursty damage, right? But maybe he's expecting the Furion to go mid, so he might be disappointed to see this absolutely terrifying glitched Queen of Pain to be instead. Well, they should know, though. They should know. They definitely know. It's Raging Potato that's locked in the Furion. So I'd be very surprised if this caught them off guard. So they will be trying to lane the Bat Rider against the Furion. I think this is going to be because of the lane you need to go well. It's definitely this TV lane. The game's not necessarily over if you lose this lane, but like you can't expect any real momentum out from this off lane here for MG.Trust. Of course, Execration winning the last series these guys played. It was a 2-1 victory for Execration. We'll see how this one goes. Execration with a 1-game lead, of course, coming in from the winners bracket. MG.Trust Gaming getting knocked down by Execration. We'll see how this one goes for them here. Oh, we're off to a fantastic start. No surprise there to see First Blood. 3 heroes contained for that one, however, will leave the Morphling all alone. He's going to be very sad, and he definitely needs his farm as well. We got to pause now. I'm not super convinced by this Invoker alone. I'd be willing. Obviously, I think we need to see Invoker get some early momentum here. So this mid lane is going to be quite important, to say the least. Because if you don't get that done, there's nothing stopping this Queen of Pain rotating to other lanes. I mean, and even a bigger problem, right? The problem compounds itself, because if you get Queen of Pain off to a great start, she's going to be ganking top lane. We already have 1 kill there. The kills there are going to be, I mean, it's basically going to be a bloodbath top lane for this poor Bat Rider. It is so difficult. Bat Rider does not do well when you throw him in a lane where he is going to be constantly harassed, right? That's his job. The hero does not have an escape. He's not very mobile, and he doesn't do any right-click damage unless he gets out a ton of the sticky napalm. Compared to other offlaners, I mean, honestly, this game, I would say the Furion, he does have an escape at the very least, right? He's got this teleportation. He can sprout TP, and honestly, early game, that's not always, but usually is enough for you to be able to escape. So he's at least a little bit more mobile. Actually, has some serious damage here as an offlaner. Where's the Bat Rider is going to seriously struggle. He's going to really struggle. So that's a big concern, right? Because the Queen of Pain gets off to a good start, or even an okay start. She comes top lane, and those kills are free all day long. The Tusk TP is not going to save you, in my opinion. Neither will the Jakiro TP. You can try and waste some more time, create as much space for your TB. TB maybe starts pushing a lane, but it's tough. This game is really tough for them here. But if they make it past like 25 minutes, I think Execration are going to find themselves in a pretty bad spot. There we are, getting good to go as we get back underway. Up to 4 possible games here, of course, today. There goes our Bat Rider, TPing right back into the lane. A long pause. This Morphling is kind of getting to try here, though, as he is actually to get denied right underneath this tower. Q gladly will trade a few right clicks out from that one. Well, there we go. So they're gonna call the lane swap. This might be a second kill now. It is. He's just dead. This TP not gonna matter. It's gonna come too late. They might actually even kill him. That TP was so long. And that's just how that lane's gonna go. Masaros is gonna be a second death on him. They're now gonna TP third over. It's gonna be the hero. Very long TP. Nice dodge there off from the snowball, but he's gonna end up here into the trees now. Dual breath is now. There are 4 heroes top lane, by the way, for Execration. Q getting stuck in the nature's grasp as Palos is gonna be cutting him off. His Q was hoping to cut down a tree. The bell is being rang, but he will not be saved by it. This does leave the TB 100% completely alone, but they're not done. Like I said, top lane is going to be a bloodbath, and we've only just gotten started, apparently. Boombo wasting a lot of time here, though. He's wasting a lot of time. I'm not sure if he's going to live, as they will TP now the Furion down bottom. Surprised he didn't TP for the kill. So at least you're going to have now the Bat Rider with some breathing space. This Boombell, I mean, he'll run these guys down all day. That might be... No, I mean, there's only level 1 here. Level 2 now on the Oracle, but Jakiro, quite a tanky boy here. 11.4 regen and well-trained. He's a fantastic right-clicker. Oracle, while he has got great range, is not so good at the actual damage part of that. They've now realized they don't want to leave their Morphling alone for too long. They've wasted actually a lot of their mana now. Yes, the Jakiro has been forced back, but honestly, I mean, it's a pretty big loss. Look at the 7 stacks of the Napalm now. There we go. Just get rid of those real quick. Are completely out of mana, however. Masaros might be dead. Masaros might be dead. He could be if we had more mana on the Oracle. Nice job playing that one on the edge. Rage Potato is, yeah, he's going to need a TP. Can't really live too long in this lane. This should be the level 2 Metamorphosis, and it is. So far, so good, though, for this TB. They are absolutely terrified of him, and rightfully so. But you know what? The lane we haven't looked at quite yet is going to be this mid lane. Fearless versus Queen of Pain, as we see the Quap already with 1 Null Talisman being forced to use a healing pot. As it will be Quas, Wex. I generally like this because you do have these evasive heroes, quite reliant on their mana as well here, at least on the Queen of Pain as well. Not really so much the Furion, I suppose. But you're definitely going to need the control against this Queen of Pain Morphling. That's not even out of the question. Not even a question, to be honest. So I'd be curious to see what his first item is going to be. That's going to be a big kill there, actually. We might see another one as the Tri-Lane down here. Rage Potato. It's quite strong. I'm surprised they're that scared of him here. It's all alone down bottom. Of course, I don't think they... Well, now they'll know that, almost certainly. But yeah, this Queen of Pain currently getting bullied, actually, by the Invoker. Of course, Invoker, I mean, it's not too surprising. I would say, honestly, one of the weaker laners, at least in the mid laner. He generally gets crushed by a lot of people. But if he can get away with a decent lane, and this one is going so far so good for him. Queen of Pain, of course, not wanting to get too far into the face of that Invoker, just because that makes your EMP... Well, of course, you get mana there. Invoker with just really damn good HP regen as well, using the Wex orbs. And you can already see he's in a fantastic spot here. He decided against any additional regen, just went straight for the brown boots. He should be beginning to stack up and picking up a few bounties for himself. Not just one, but a great start for this Invoker. Queen of Pain doesn't really want to get too close here. Of course, she's not even put a point in the Shadow Strike. The thing is, you don't want to really get too close to the wave, and the Scream of Pain's very unlikely to actually hit onto the Invoker himself. His bottom lane seems to have a bit of a skirmish. RR going to make the TP, looking for the kill on the Boom Bell. That one is as easy as the Rage Potato gets the TP away, as the snowball back, and defensively they will go. And that's kind of what I mean, right? In the sense that the Furion can be a little bit of a more slippery hero. You can see once the Jakiro is dead, or at least the mana, Rage Potato knows he is completely safe. Nothing for Q to really be jumping on there. And in fact, they might get a kill onto him. Jackie's going to pop the Metamorphosis. However, with the tag team, oh, BDZ, you're in some serious trouble, but you actually might be fine. Jackie taking the shortcut, though, through the medium camp. Completely unfazed are the creeps as they continue pumping in a little bit more damage. Raging Potato here, single healer, a Blightstone with an Null Talisman, giving our Tusk a bit of a harder time, increasing his damage by just a little bit. As Invoker denies the rune quite impressively, not wanting to pick up the rune for himself, denying that one away from the Queen of Pain, who will blink on over and be quite disappointed with the lack of the rune that she very much so could have used. So it's a try lane down bottom for now. This is going to be pretty nice for Masaros. It'll free up a bit of space for him, but again, he just really doesn't have much to threaten the Morphling with, not until he's a level 6. He's so far behind as well. He's almost 2 levels behind. In fact, I would wager to say he is now a full 2 levels behind the Morphling, just because he had to have so many rotations up top lane, despite Execration throwing 4 heroes top at like 1 minute. I mean, he's in a really bad spot here. So at least it's space, but the space you give to your Bat Rider, that's only going to be like twice the amount of space, twice the amount of farm that this Morphling ends up getting. So if he goes back, it's a bit dangerous here. Boom Bell going to be farming up. Nice little stack here. Surprised he's farming it. Just getting in low. There's a little bit of gold being shared. Fearless. Yeah, he's gonna collect the majority of these. There you go. I insist you take it. No, I insist you take it, good sir. Okay, so it's gonna be Orchid and Evoker. Interesting to see. A bit surprising to not see the urn. Of course, mostly useful against our Morphling, but honestly, I mean, of course, they already have a purge anyway, so it seems a little bit not as worthwhile. The only way that's worth it is if you can actually get... yeah, the only way that's worth it is if you can get the vessel applied after both the Fortune's End Dispel as well as the False Promise. And honestly, a good Oracle player is never going to let that happen, as they're going to go make an attempt for Raging Potato. Not really so great on the damage here out from the ultimate. That's a very nice 2-man stun. That should still be a kill here on the Boom Bell. Raging Potato, he's going to be okay. So look at that. They actually get a kill middle lane onto Ken. You can continuing to run for it here. They might be able to catch him as we have another pause. Looks like there was a gank that came mid lane potentially. Let's take a look here at how our Queen of Pain died. Yeah, you know, it looks like he helped out a little bit. That's for sure. Few stacks the sticky napalm here. As you can see, he's still in level 5. However, already beginning to cut the wave, and I think Palos has actually got this tier 1 tower. I think this one's his. Not really much that MG.Trust can do about this one. This is the only concern I have right now. Morphling is absolutely out of control. Nice early stacks for Invoker, who, especially when he goes for the Quas Wex, isn't generally a hero you associate with farming stacks. The Exhort, of course, gives you the damage. Not only that, but it gives you a meatball, as well as, well, it doesn't necessarily give you the ability to invoke the Deafening Blast, but that's a combo that's very useful for farming. I don't know. The Tornado, I mean, what's his damage even? 180 damage. I mean, hey, that's respectable, to be honest. Plus with the 70 base damage, yeah, respectable. We'll remain paused here for some time. Raging Potato having some connection issues. Fixing net. Thank you, Palos. Take a look at items. Nothing that's going to be too crazy, oops, or surprising here at this point. What does this do? Ah, you can't have coaches in here. Get that out of here. Apparently it will assign you to the Radiant side. I wonder if there's any bugs with this. I wonder if there's any bugs with that. Sorry, I'm just, I guess, like ADD. I meant to look at the items. Shovel out for ratio. Ones, they're all whatever. The move speed and mana is quite nice, however, for Masaros, I will say. Especially because the Bat Rider tends to just generally go for more regen and then straight into the Boots of Travel. Just right in there for boots. Normalin. There we go. Raging Potato has returned, and we will get right back to the action. He's actually got a fantastic farm here, by the way. 1-0-4, involved in every single one of the kills here that's taken place so far in favor of Execration. So he's going to be quite happy with that. This Queen of Pain, though, taking a death is going to be pretty momentous, though. Fearless now is going to be trying to gank bottom, it looks like. This is going to be scouted, so there shouldn't be any casualties down here for Execration. The Queen, we can already hear Rage Potato TPing away, and BDZ off into the trees. He goes, not wanting any of this. They're going to lose the top tower, as I said they would, but they're going to make a push here now bottom. I like this. Fearless actually joining into the push. Cuts the wave with himself. Of course, he's got the Wex orbs out. So he's got that additional HP regeneration. Quas, I'm sorry. Movement speed is on Wex, isn't it? Yeah. Bonus tower definitely helps to slow down the push here, but it doesn't help that much. Tower will go down, so we're nearly scouting out the train protector, actually, as they might have seen the courier heading on through. That is going to be a safe lane for safe lane. This, the problem is, I mean, really, it would seem like a wash for both teams, but it's not, right? All right, well, each team put their safe laner into the off lane, and each team got the off lane tower first. That's not that good for MTG, however. They're going to find themselves significantly down. I mean, Masaro's here, 0-2 and 1 is going to be by far the lowest in terms of net worth here of all the cores. Indeed, he is. He's almost below the Train Protector. Haste Rune will be a scout and picked up here by Quap, so we might see a kill attempt go somewhere. Problem here for Execration is their supports are really weak. They offer very little to no playmaking potential. Oracle is very much so a reactionary support. You know, Oracle's at his best when everyone is focusing and running at your core, right? That's when he's his best. He doesn't really do so well in terms of chase and any of that stuff. Furion as well. I mean, your initiation is just a bit awkward here for Execration for sure. Whereas for MG.Trust, it's almost as easy as just the TV going, all right, let's fight. He pops the metamorphosis, and he kind of just like walks on in as there we go. We're gonna have someone get stolen here already. How the heck did they find her that easily? Getting caught out and absolutely murdered. It's gonna be a second kill and a nice recovery one for Masaros at that. Yeah, so both safe laners here considerably farmed. Of course, the Morph having much more of a freer lane than the TB. But how is that going to transition here into the early game, right? As we get out of the laning stage, the biggest difference maker is this Invoker. He so far is off to a fantastic start, about as good as one could hope for here on an Invoker. He's going to lose his tower, however, could lose his life as popping the haste rune will be Ken. We are running him down a little bit, but they should be okay. Nice double stun there to cancel it on the tower push, but it's going to be unsuccessful as the stolen borrowed metamorphosis, right, is I mean, just absolutely madness on that damage.
I am bunting.
Range of Potato. He's going to go for an Orchid of his own for the Invoker. Obviously going to be very strong against the bat. Really strong against everyone. There will be smoke over to him though. Snowball is going to catch him here. We need to make sure we save something to interrupt for the stun. The Ice Path, or the Cold Snap rather, doing a pretty good job of it thus far. He will get the ultimate off from RR. Looking for the TP out. That is going to get canceled. So he is 100% certified dead. Fearless nets himself another kill now. It's going to be 3-0-0 as we will continue to fade. BDZ with a very nice 3-man ensnare, or overgrowth rather, is whoa. Good Sonic Wave onto 2, but here comes Jackie now running on in. He's popped the Metamorphosis, and look at that. Another, again, that's going to be his third death here very, very quickly. TP canceled immediately by RR. He's got absolutely nowhere to go. He's going to take another death. Healing Q actually for a bit before he goes. Double kill now for Jackie. And would you look at that? MG.Trust. Bad start to the fight, as he will lose only the Jakiro, as well as
Radiant's bottom tower
was the Bat Rider. That was great though. It's hard to really ask for much better at this. You even get the TP involved in kills, which is absolutely mandatory these days on Terribly, to be fair. TP no longer is just heading to the jungle for 40 minutes and keep farming. Very surprised they catch RR, but they managed to scout him. Very, very surprised they catch RR, considering RR's even got a rune or a ward there. So I'm not sure. It's kind of a mistake, to be honest, to be playing that far out, that aggressively against these two heroes who do very well to scout a Treant Protector. Not as good as when Tusk had Frost Sigil. Good times.
Radiant are scared.
That was like the ultimate counter to a Treant. Although he didn't have walk back then. Oh, they're looking for a kill mid lane. Another one here onto Ken would be huge. We actually don't have the False Promise for a bit longer, but the blink out will come in time. So now we do have False Promise if they want to go for another little fight. In fact, all the ultis are back up, as it's going to look like Sonic Wave is now ready to go. So we've actually almost got this Orchid already done, though, which is of some concern here. You really only need like 1 or 2 kills onto the Invoker, and that's kind of all his momentum. As Will casually just hit a Sunstrike. Just misses though. And unfortunately does not give him the vision. Pretty scary moments, but a good TP out there from Raging Potato. He knew something was coming. Trying to gain vision here. We're going to have a smoke though. Yeah, 3-man smoke. They're going to try and get Palos involved now. I think you just let him farm. I think you really need to go for like a classic hard carry Palos. You know, your morph target should just be TV and just try and mat fight. Build a TV of your own. Nice stun there, but you're only able to catch the Oracle as the Smoke Hand catching them off guard. Nice Roy TP as well from Raging Potato as the Orchid. This Walrus punch through well. Will should be able to get our Invoker off to safety. Snowball buying him a little bit more time. His Invoker, he's going to find himself against 5 heroes here quite quickly. How fast can he get the Ghost Walk invoked? He's actually got 12 more seconds. No way. He's going to TP out. Unbelievable. They let him go. They let the Tusk go, and just a Jakiro for quite a heavy commitment. Meanwhile, TV continues to push on. Much just quite bothered. He's actually now push for a tier 1 tower after completing the Manta style.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What was that TP? Palos, are you insane? Palos? You're tanky. You're not that tanky. I was like, he's gonna cancel that one, right? And then he didn't, the Mad Lad.
Middle tower has fallen.
Oh, Execration, they are looping this game in quite an embarrassing fashion. Big ulti there, however, out from the Wrath of Nature. That should be enough to scare back MG.Trust.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm not sure what that's Morphling TP was about. Yeah, you have Manta style, but like it's not gonna save you from. I don't know. I have no idea what that TP was about. Maybe if Oracle was already behind the tower hiding, you know, that's much more of a reasonable TP here. As in some trouble is going to be our Treant Protector now. Commits the Overgrowth onto our Invoker, who still has a few spells to use, but they're not going to be looking to turn. Raging Potato trapping him in the tree. Nice job there. Quick on the fingers will be our Invoker, but not quick enough. As the Soul Release will absolutely explode him. Soul Burn. Same thing. Is this going to be a Roche attempt? It's a big kill on the Invoker, though. Like I said, you really only need 1 or 2 of those, and Invoker becomes not really a non-factor, but, you know, 2 kills on the Invoker is, what, a solid minute and a half, 90 seconds that he's not farming, not getting kills. That's more time to free farm here on your cores, and that's going to be a faster BKB, and that they really don't give a crap about the Invoker, right? That's the dangerous part here. As Palos is going to very quickly finish off the Roshan attempt. Oh, they have actually gone for a Vessel. Okay. I like this. Tusk, position 4, will finish off his Vessel now. It's a decent farm. And now you can see Masaro's actually just about keeping even with the Queen of Pain of all people. He's in a real bad spot, though, as the Blink Dagger out from BDZ will be revealed. He will be nuked down. The fast Blink Dagger on our Treant Protector, though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Uh-oh. Kill attempt in return here on the Queen of Pain. Nice stun. Silences burning the mana as well as the Vessel charge. My goodness, she was dead before she hit the ground. They're going to be looking bottom now here onto our Furion. It's not going to be too easy of a catch. Kill here would be very nice, though, as the Treants will not scout him, but he probably knows something is wrong here. Boombill unwilling to dive the tier 2. I think the wise play to be making at this point. Is that already a Dragon Lance, then? It is. So Dragon Lance, 4-staff, Hurricane Pike might be done, actually, to be honest. It is. Very impressive timing. This TB, he has done a very good job this game of still getting involved in kills. He definitely does not have the amount of space this game to really just sit in the jungle and farm until you are 6 slotted, or that look an AM would ideally want. Even the AM to some degree is really starting to shift that paradigm. Yeah, not in your pubs though, not even in my pub to be honest, but definitely a bit different here in terms of what we see in the professional games. As the attack will completely whiff. Return out speed. He actually gonna get silenced first, so he's gonna hit him with the Uno reverse card then. Yes, there we go. A little bit of a silence back onto the Fearless. Wrath of Nature will not find any heroes, however. They're gonna keep going though. Smoked up, easy from behind. He's got the blink ulti. He could get a big one here. 3 heroes positioned very dangerously, precariously. There they go. They're gonna make the jump onto one with Invoke. So gonna get a little bit of damage. Oracle not gonna be able to get off the ulti either. Jackie not joining in the fight as they will find the Queen of Pain. No Sonic Wave was used in this fight. 2 heroes already dead for Execration. You don't have a save, and in some trouble is your Morphling now. Look at the damage. To fall off right before the Jakiro dies. It's only going to be burning through the Aegis, however. It's Orange Potato. He's got a BKB. Can't DP out. Will he use it? He will not. And surrounded and in a bad time is Morphling. That's going to be 5 kills only for the Jakiro. As MG.Trust Gaming continue to pick up kill after kill here. All of a sudden, they find themselves up 3 kills, 2K, and are very like to a tier 2 here, fighting through the Aegis without a problem. You really need a BKB here. I mean, Queen of Pain, I hate to say it, but just no team fight impact whatsoever. Didn't get the ult off. Didn't really get much off. I mean, you got tornadoed by the Invoker immediately, and then all pretty much just nuked down. Great control there onto the Morphling, however, especially on his first life, and we're going to keep going here.
Come and fight me.
Yeah, we need BKB. His Manta-Style's not going to be enough. And he does have one queued up, but would prefer to finish off the E-Blade. I don't know. He might not find the time. They do need to give him the space, though. Execration, they are kind of lacking damage here at this point, especially if they cannot use the ultis very efficiently. Palos, he's going to be okay. Stream Protector's insane, dude. Just be tossing these trees out. So yeah, Raging Potato, he's got very respectable farm. I think really he should be trying to push this top lane out, giving this farm to his Morphling though. Or, I mean, honestly, just the Morphling at this point. That E-Blade maybe helps you blow up a support a little bit faster, blow up the Invoker. They just really haven't been able to find a big fight to go their way after the 4-minute mark here. MG.Trust smoking up about 3 heroes into the mid lane. TPs will be heading top as they will scout at least a Queen of Pain, but she's going to blink out. She sniffs trouble is coming and wants none of it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Killing a BDZ. I mean, I would say it's not that important, but it really is, because this Bat Rider now is fairly recovered. Queen of Pain absolutely having a terrible time versus the Invoker, and a few solo kills going against him. As they will be smoked up again. They just keep finding Boombill. That might be, it's not even enough gold here for even the E-Blade. They just continue to find themselves in trouble here, and they only get these really small kills out of them. You gotta kill. All right, you killed our Jakira. Okay, he's already died 5 times. What do we care? Kill him again. Why not? Bat Rider, kill him all you want in the early game. It doesn't matter. We'll just use it to control Yuan later. And it is working excellently here. Both outposts here under control. Motivate Trust, Execration if they want. They can try and recontest this bottom one, but there's really no point in doing it. So now, no need to force the envelope. Just try and continue making a little bit of space and keep farming. But we do have the E-Blade now up and running here on our Morph. I don't know if I like this. It's the way that Morphlings play, that's for sure. But, oof. I think you maybe just build for a right. I mean, it's so stupid. Maybe just build for a right-click or Morph. You can already steal Metamorphosis, which is fantastic. I mean, look at this. 80 damage. Incredible. BK beat up. We'll be Raging Potato. Can't get the kill on the Masaros. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to, actually. Yeah, Masaros. I mean, if Raging Potato gave chase a bit longer, he might have been able to do so, but that's actually a 10-second BKB utilized for that. BPZ off into the trees. Looks like he's ready to go for the ultimate here. As considered it. Good Manta style there. He's going to absolutely ignore the E-Blade completely, and now poor old Palos has got to go back into the jungle and just keep hitting creep again. That was it. That was the E-Blade reveal. And he just mantas it. The Mad Lad. 5-man smoke play here. Motivate Trust. They're looking to force the issue. Perhaps turn into a Roche immediately after. There's 45 seconds left until minimum respawn duration. Where will they go? There we go. There's the jump. Queen of Pain. That's a kill. Oh, she gets the ulti, though. Yule Scepter in time. Does not get stunned either by the Ice Path. A little bit late on that one, or maybe a little bit too early. E-Blade not nearly enough to blow up even the Tusk. And that's going to be able to force Execration nearly all the way back as they are getting bullied by these TB illusions. Standing on the high ground now with the Hurricane Pike. Oof. This is some very serious damage. Getting under the tier 2. Probably just going to be the full tier 2 power down, actually, to be honest. Incredible.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Down goes the tower. Raging Potato is in some trouble here. Gets the silence off. Bat Rider is going to go for the enemy Yule Scepter. As actually the team closing the gap onto him. Raging Potato force pop the BKB, but he cannot TP out. Q here ready to cancel it at a moment's notice, but now he has absolutely nothing to do here. Tree broken down. TP canceled the first time. Cannot TP out a second time here with the scroll. Doesn't even try. Unlucky. I think his best course of action there. I'm surprised he messed that up. Because you TP, which one's shorter? You cast teleportation, and then once that gets canceled, you cast your TP scroll and just pray and hope that you can leave. Big mistake there, assuming that they wouldn't be carrying any Quelling Blades against you at this point in the game.
He's always ready for a fight.
Yeah, big misplay by Raging Potato. I mean, yeah, those are things that's easier to see in hindsight, of course. But like, I mean, look, he was BKB'd for like, that's a 9-second BKB. You know, there's more than enough time to TP, to use both TPs under the effective magic immunity. Because like I said, the only thing that was going to pierce and stun you through the magic immunity is Walrus Punch. That's it. You don't have to worry about anything else. Well, that's not true. But I knew that they didn't have lasso. At that point, there was no lasso. So I think that's something Raging Potato, he's going to watch the tapes and he's going to learn from that. And that's fine. It's a learning opportunity. Game 1, that's where you learn. Oh, he's going to pay the price for it. Now, Overgrowth. Oh, right into the meatball goes Ken. Raging Potato popping the BKB now, as well as the Essence Ring. Good stun, as well as a nice turnaround there. Fantastic control onto our Bat Riders. He will pay the price at this time. Raging Potato goes, yeah, get me now, you son of a bitch. Probably didn't say that, to be honest. I don't know why Raging Potato in my head is so aggressive, but probably happy about the way that one went. Good control out from the Train Protector as well. BDZ just in the perfect position there and really turn that one around. We might see another smoke here, looks like, after we push the wave to the inventory of our Oracle, all ready to go. That is going to be the 8-second BKB, however. So these durations, they're already getting quite short, which is a bit scary against the Invoker. Because right now, these BKBs, yeah, they're winning you these really small skirmishes and they're keeping you alive for now, but you could really use a BKB here against the Invoker and the Jakiro, to be quite honest, when the game gets a little bit later, right? Obviously, the BKB, not really going to do much here in the way of the Terrorblade. Yes, you're going to prevent him from sundering you, but that's about it. All that physical damage does not get a hoot or a holler about your armor. So just something to be a little bit of aware of as Morphling BKB coming soon. So this BKB, I think, is going to really be the timing then for Execration on that note, right? Because then when he has BKB, I mean, look, he's actually... His farm is okay, right? He's got a pretty okay farm. I think with BKB, you can really afford to start fighting the TV. Because without it, it's a bit scary because the Invoker, the Jakiro are going to provide a little bit too much control for you to handle. As they get a kill on a Raging Potato. I apologize, I missed it. I didn't see him underneath all of the X's. And there we go. Second Roche, Aegis, and Cheese. BKB on our TB. As they will not smoke up, actually. It doesn't look like they want to try and defend this. BKB not quite ready here for Paulos. This wave isn't going to give it to him either. Oh, he's so close. He's 50 gold off. But it's not going to matter. There goes a Roshan now. Great control there. Tornado as well as Ice Path in case anyone tried to jump on in. And again, the lead continuing to extend here for MG.Trust. This is fantastic. A great game one out from them. To be honest, I wasn't really... No, I didn't really have anything wrong with their draft, except, of course, the Batrider pick. I think the Batrider turned out to be okay because the Queen of Pain got basically dumpstered. But I don't know. I think after that... I think had it not gone that way, rather, we'd be talking about a very different game here. A very, very different game, right? Because the effect the Invoker was able to have, Queen of Pain would have had that, but much stronger. I think Queen of Pain is undeniably a much better early rotator than the Invoker, especially across Flex Invoker, right? Not the scariest thing in the world, as the mirror image illusions pretty decent damage. We're gonna jump in though, Palos, just maybe trying to scare our TB a little bit. Not gonna scare him enough to force the BKB or anything like that. Careful, Boo Bell. That thing hurts. That thing hurts. In fact, Jackie, I'm sorry, rather Palos looks like he was gonna try and make a jump there. Sniper kill with the E-Blade. Invoker's BKB, he is going for the Lincoln Sphere next. Nearly maxed the Exhort already. Sometimes you see us build the 4 levels on the Colossus, maxing Wex, and then eventually going into the Exhort. Sometimes you will see the Aghanim Scepter right about now. I don't think there's... I mean, there's not enough control for you for this game, right? Especially against these 3 cores that are very... just mobile in general. Not so much the Fury in that respect, but, I mean, good luck trying to catch, right, the Morphling as well as the Queen of Pain. That's just not going to happen. They are chasing, though. Oh! Easy! Yeah, good Yule Scepter there. That means that's going to be a very dead tree, as he will be forced off and away. And, well, they commit a lasso, which is, you know, a little bit excessive in my opinion, but that's going to prevent Raging Potato from even thinking about reinitiating there. There's a fresh MKB, so I might have thought about it. That would have been pretty scary. Nothing to cancel that TP instantly, though, out from Masaros, as he already used the Yules as well as the lasso, so he was going to be pretty safe there, even if they scouted him. There we go, level 3 now on the lasso. The Lincolns is interesting. I guess it's to stop the E-Blade, or I think mostly the silences. Our Queen of Pain now has a BKB too. That's a lot better. It's a lot better. Again, she has very little offensive items, right? It's going to be up to the Furion, who does not really want to be using the global teleport for the kind of gap close that you want against the Invoker. Could blink away, or perhaps in some trouble now. Getting forced right back into the meatball. The wall response, just absolutely nothing he could do. BKB did not want to commit it there. I probably would have him. He's gonna be dead for 70 seconds. Just a little bit too aggressive here out from Raging Potato. He's been getting caught here quite frequently now. 4, 5, and 6. We're starting off with the 1, 0, and 4 record early on. And here we go on the high ground. Metamorphosis is going to trigger the Fortify, but that's a good Fortify actually. They trigger it nice and early, so they're going to be able to save most of this creep wave, so that's not going to allow Backdoor to take that in. As Palos is doing his best man fight here. Attack damage 375, trying to be able to blow up Jackie. They're not going to be able to do so. He's looking for a Sunder target. Come here, I dare you. As he will pop his BKB. Ooh, going forward, getting ready to... No, he needed Sunder. Okay. Oh, it's Palos' BKB, of course. And that's a BKB on the first life. Now, great job holding him down. It's the Oracle going to get control, but there's no follow-up on him. Fearless jumping win with his own BKB, but getting blown up will be the Batrider. Great deafening blast, but now we need to back up here on the side of MG.Trust. They have gotten that initiation all wrong. Force staff forward very aggressively out from Jackie. BKB on the first life. Maybe forgot that the Sunder no longer appears to BKB, or forgot that the Morphling had a BKB. But Morphling more than happy to man fight him there, as he, of course, still had his own Sunder damage coming through. 300 basically plus, what, 80? Yeah, I mean, just ridiculous. Ridiculous damage there. A great hold then for Execration. Will they be able to turn it around? Very potentially so, yeah. Especially if it goes that poorly again. MG.Trust, they had the right idea. Jump in onto the Oracle, try and prevent the save or any additional lockdown onto the TB, but there was no follow-up after the TB initially ran in. I think that was partly for two reasons, of course. The overgrowth, and then, of course, the Nature's Grasp holding back the Tusk, holding back your Invoker until he popped his BKB. Jakiro unable to have a really significant impact there. I think the play instead was force staff the Jakiro, try and land an ice path, or at least force the from the Morphling. Then he back off and go back into the next wave. You still have probably about 30-40 seconds left on the Metamorphosis. It's tough. It's tough. I mean, that's not easy to do, though, of course. It is not easy to do. It could very well pay the price. That was an Aegis push. We still have the Shees, however, in the inventory here. But our Morphling getting quite strong now. He's actually got the Lincoln Sphere up now, in addition to the BKB. So good luck trying to hit him with anything, basically. It is not going to be easy, because the only casually targeted abilities we have for the Force Staff here on the TV, the Clumsy Nets is actually a pretty good target. Jakiro has gone for the Eul Scepter this game. Also the Eul Scepter here on our Bat Rider, but that is it. They're going to be looking to try and snipe somebody. Oh, they get Deep Ward out. It looks like they got aggroed too for some reason here. That was strange. Did you see that? It looks like someone got aggro to Morphling. Oh, they can't catch him though. I mean, oh, they have. Look at that, but immediately at the ready, so soaked up. That's going to be a fantastic save. Going right back in though. They want to try and still force the issue onto these line of barracks. Everyone now back and ready to fight here, as we'll zoom out our camera just a little bit. Wait for hell to break loose as Kalos has not popped the Metamorphosis. Good damage here onto Rage Potato, who does what he can, but the melee barracks will still fall regardless. Not really much to be done about that, to be completely honest with you. So there we go. Bottom lane of barracks have still gone down regardless. Queen of Pain really could use this 25 talents. More than anything, you're always looking for that 1.2 second fear. It is very strong ability, especially in this great AoE. But she is in trouble, blinking right into the face of the Invoker. Eul Scepter, BKB. She shouldn't die here. In fact, she's got a whole team coming to support her, so I'm surprised she didn't try and bait a little bit more there onto Fearless, force him to pop his 9-second BKB. But Palos looks to be trying to force that issue now. Might be backing off, but Execration, they've got the numbers here in the mid lane. I think they know it. Bat Rider will be scouted. Continuing to farm top lane. He's got a BKB of his own now, up to 10 seconds, so it's not going to save him from getting his ultis ruined by the Oracle is the problem. Great positioning there by the Oracle, it should be mentioned. The entire team was missing off the map, and he basically had one job that game, and that was to dispel the Morphling if he gets caught, so he's just chilling right behind him. Perfect, just perfect stuff there. Honestly, it could have been game if they actually caught the Morphling. It really could have been game. I highly doubt he would have had buyback at that time. Broke the Lincoln incredibly quickly as well, so yeah, that probably would have been the game if he actually was not saved. Morphling is going to get caught here. Oh, good BKB timing, though. As well as the Lotus is going to make it really difficult to try and jump him, but they are looking for a Bat Rider. Nice job there controlling him. So he's a bit early on our Morphling, but it's going to save his life regardless. BDZ, they've been basically forced to use every single ult here, incredibly defensive as they still are jumping now. Oh, Ken in some trouble. He's going to go K those. He's going to pop his first 10-second BKB. Cannot man fight here against the likes of Jackie, who now has a Satanic. Oh, TP back in as mine back will be the stream protected. They need a little bit more control as onto the back lines goes Ricky Potato. Look at that. That's an Aghanim Scepter, though. Out on our TB. What the heck? When did he get that?
Radiant's top tower.
Excuse me?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Alrighty. That fear absolutely screwing over Raging Potato as well as Ken. They did not expect that one whatsoever. Here we go on Palos. Let's see what he can try and maintain. As he's going to take the jump on in. Immediately, Lincoln Sphere pop it. Still has that Lotus Orb ready to go. Now, Jackie, BKB, man fighting, good disarm. He's going to last extra long. Oh, but they actually, well, they messed up a little bit there. Reflecting the snowball isn't going to matter. Yes, it will, actually. Let's look at Jackie back up to the high ground. They still have vision there. The great dispel is going to stop the cold snap now. There goes Lincoln Sphere and the E-Blade now defensively used. But Jackie, can he continue fighting now as Palos? Oh, he's going to get the waveform away. That's not even two waveform charges. He is all good to go. Don't tick down, though. He is going to be nice and healthy. Yeah, fear. Incredible. It's actually a really long duration on that fear. Really, really long duration. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see it. It's until the ability comes back up. That's already top lane deleted. The Palo can beat up a second time. Now I'm going to jump on in. Good control here. The E-Blade not nearly enough to nuke down our TV. So I got 400 HP. Q, man, fighting the Morphling now. He's going to go right back into that form. Great job there. A little early on the false promise. That's going to get a lot of damage here onto Palos. Will he be able to live through it? Is going to be the question. Meatball chasing after, but it's not going to matter. He will go down. Has the buyback as Sphere. Now off the high ground. Will be forced away from Kain and the Shiva's guard. The BDZ keeping chase here. The overgrowth already used Fearless. Oh, even the cheese might be able to live a little bit longer here. Pop by Ken. That's going to render the tornado useless and a sonic wave to secure the kill onto that small child. They're looking for more as they should be able to find this Tusk as well quite easily at that. Did they Roche? Like, did I completely miss a Roche? How the heck? Did they Roche, or did I just miss the fact that he bought a whole ass Aghanim's Blessing? Like, that's ridiculous. No, there's no way, because this is the third Roche. Incredible. He just bought an Aghanim's Blessing. Those are what the heck hold on, Motivated. You guys, what is going on? Guys, chill the heck out. They are really trying to force the issue now on this Roshan. They know it's up. It's been scouted. Can they actually? They're going to commit 3 buybacks now onto this. Is that going to be scary? Because Creature will. Still 2 heroes with buyback as Urgent Potato has caught by the Yule Scepter. Does not get the TP out, though. Great control on him. Even better is the fall harness now is getting lifted. The control here on him. Ken now jumping right on in. He's going to be in some trouble, though. Popping the BKB. We still have a BKB available for our Nensh's Prophet. If he can get a chance to use it, he's going to be feared up, however, by the wave of Terror Blade. 3 buybacks utilized there. MG.Trust. They need to get right back into this Roche pit here immediately. Yeah, what the heck? How long does this fear you for? Like, it doesn't say. That's a very fast Roche, however. Oh my goodness. That was a... What? Wait. What? Why does Morphling get a Terror? He doesn't have Ags. This isn't right. This isn't right. Is it? He does not have an Ags. That's not right. That's a bug. That should... bug. That should not be it. I think that's just due to the way that they code that ability. Oh, they might be able to turn this. Oh, great. Ice Path there onto 2. Sonic Wave will catch him, however. Palos still looking quite healthy, though. Will be able to snag Raging Potato. Healed up yet again. And False Promise being the bane of this Bat Rider's existence. 4-stop up to the cliff. Will be Jackie. He's got no more ulti, but he's going to keep on fighting here with the Aegis. With the Scotty. He's so tanky. And Raging Potato falling so quickly as Jackie with the Yule Scepter. They've got the control on him. Will he be able to live with the Sunder? Not going to be able to come out. The E-Blade and the nukes coming out just in time. The Saros BKB, but he's to use this one defensively as there goes the Cataclysm now. And see you later, Morphling. Dead for 2 minutes. RR as well in some trouble as the control onto the Queen of Pain. Not nearly enough. She gets the blink out and away as Motivate are just simply too far ahead at this point. Execration cannot afford to be man fighting against them. And it is really showing. What the hell? He picked up. You just picked up the Aghanim's Blessing. Okay, so that makes more sense, at least. That's got to be a bug in the code. That's wrong, I feel. That is wrong. I mean, is it, though? Because if you read the description, what makes a perfect replica, right? That's wrong, though. He doesn't have Ags, Valve. Ags. That's controller Rage Potato. His heat will now go down. Does have the buyback though, but no morphling for 70 seconds. 80 seconds make it. And onto the tier 4s they go. They already have Mega Creeps and they are starting to whack at all of the buildings. Level 25 talents desperately needed here on the Queen of Pain, but they're not going to be able to get it here in the time that the tier 4 tower goes down. The split shot here on the Shadow Strike is not really doing them too much good here. As Ancient now explodes, all the buffer buildings have been destroyed. The control on the Queen of Pain. BK getting off just in time, but the Fury Wave is not enough to control her. Cat is getting bullied inside of his own fountain now as the TP just standing outside and man fighting. Gets even a little bit of a flicker away. As Rage Potato, he's going to get the ult. He might die. BDC jumping in. Is buying them a good amount of time here, but they still need 30 seconds, and they're very unlikely to find it. Look at that. Dying through the double fountain healing jacket. He wants it all. Get in there. Give him the triple kill. Game 1 for MG.Trust Gaming. A very solid game for them. We'll see how I can go here as I think Execration, I think they got caught up trying to really counter and get a really strong lane against the Bat Rider when they really didn't need to, I think.
Seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Clockwork!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Faceless Void!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Yeehaw!
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
Timber saw!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Grim stroke.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Void incarnate.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Juggernaut.
10 seconds remaining.
Ugh.
5 seconds.
What's up to anyone
remaining.
watching in game? How's it going? Draft hasn't started yet on stream because I was taking a poop. That's okay, because the stream will never know, but now you do. See, me and you, Dota TV, we got a special connection. I can tell you anything, can't I? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now live with our game number 2 here. As MG.Trust, we're able to nullify the 1-game lead Execration had from moving on into... Oh no, my headphones have broken? Uh-oh. Sorry, I've just lost all audio, but Motivated Trust Gaming have evened it up at 1 apiece. Execration now.
10 seconds.
Well, it's time to get serious, and it looks like Motivate here are almost gifting them a game. Your very first pick here, the Faceless Void. And then you pick a Phoenix into your Snapfire? I don't know about this. It's a good combo here, this Phoenix and Faceless Void, of course. There's no denying that. But it just seems like a bit of a mistake here, to be honest, to draft the Phoenix into a direct counter. It's not really seem like you're going to have very fun of a time here. Also, whoa, what? This draft just seems really bad here, to be honest, from Motivate. This doesn't really strike me as like a very strong draft. I mean, you look at Execration, and I like what they got going for them, but I mean, you pick 2 cores in your opening phase. You pick your mid here. I mean, you got last pick, guys. You know, like, what's going on? Maybe if you change the order, you know, you first pick the Phoenix, second pick the Faceless Void, or even the Timber, but none of these picks are going to have a good time here. Take a look here at what Execration decides to close their draft up with. Again, I mean, the ban on the Earth Spirit doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me either. We have seen a little bit of mid lane Earth Spirit, but it's not particularly super strong against the Void Spirit. It is pretty good, but I mean, you got a whole pick to kind of deal with it. You can go with something like a DP that would just absolutely crush him in lane. And we'll go with the Viper. It's not a very fun lane to try and deal with there. Motivate. See what they want to throw against it. Generally countered by illusions, so they could try and hit him with another TB. Oh, but then I've got no clue where your Faceless Void. It's got to be a safe lane Faceless Void. I saw Crazy try and run an off lane Faceless Void yesterday, and they ended up losing the game. But despite having some pretty damn good setups, or being able rather to use Chrono for pretty damn good setups, like a Cataclysm, like a Phoenix Egg. This is so weird. I mean, this draft honestly does not make a whole lot of sense out from Jackie. I don't know why you drafted in this particular order. You're up for a really bad game here if you're Motivated. You're up for a very, very bad time. Or maybe they literally just don't give a darn, right? Maybe they're just like, we're gonna like crush you guys, so please counter us. In fact, we're gonna counter ourselves. We're gonna freaking pick the Phoenix and counter ourselves immediately afterwards. Jackie does love his Faceless Void, though. This is so much so a comfort here. I mean, look at this set on the Faceless Void. He's got, I mean, it's just, look at the drip on this guy's swag. Incredible, this set.
10 seconds.
No, but I mean, none of these lanes have a fun time. I mean, Q is going to get crushed by the off-lane Snapfire, by the way, of Raging Potato. There's no way that this Supernova is living very long. It is going to be a mid lane Void Spirit. That means Masaros 3, 4 Phoenix, and a 5 Oracle to boot, which rounds up their draft. Just not a big fan of it. The Viper pick, of course, also screwing over the Timber Saw, breaking his passive. Really the only passive. Well, you also break Time Lock, actually, which is not an insignificant amount of damage that you would be losing out. So now, I mean, this is difficult, right? Because you really need to catch 2 people in the Chrono. Almost all of them, to be honest. You need to catch a Viper. You need to catch a Snapfire, right? Snapfire for 2 reasons. 1, so you can actually use your little Q combo here with your Phoenix. That's what you want. 2, if you don't catch the Snapfire, she is going to absolutely obliterate you with the little Shredder, which reduces your attack speed and makes Faceless Void very sad. Hard. It's another hard draft here. This one, I got it. If Execration don't win this game, I will be shocked. Their draft is much, much better. You got BDZ as well on a very active position 4. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with the Treant, or specifically the way he played it. It's just that Treant Protector, not a very volatile position for kind of hero. It's not really where his strengths lie, and I think this game we're bound to see a bit more nicer plays. Not only that, but like yeah, we got like decent damage in a Chrono, right? I mean, a Chakram, and is it a Chakram or Chakra? It is Chakram. Okay, you got Chakram. You know, freaking Oracle, he's okay, and mostly you're looking for Phoenix damage, the Chronosphere. That's not even a question. I'm not up for the debate.
I admit nothing but my sadness that you're gone.
Viper, though, traditionally very, very well. Actually, they don't have to worry about it because the Juggernaut on the team, the Viper. Yeah, just I don't know. It seems like a pretty darn good Viper game here.
30 seconds to battle.
BDZ started with boots, and the battery assault has probably already scared Jackie away. Looks like it. Time walk level 1, not out of the ordinary. Now, Raging Potato really likes to play the offlane Snapfire. Very momentum based on any of these heroes that are traditionally played as supports. And although Dota doesn't really make it such that, you know, Dota's not really a game where it's like, oh, this is definitely a support, right? There are very few of those heroes that are 100% supports. I think probably Oracle is one of those. I mean, who else is like, this guy is only a support? Warlock probably would make for an awful core, right? I've seen Shadow Demon core before, you know. Shaman, I think, would not make for a very viable core, in my opinion, at least currently. But, like, other than that, like, you can really, I feel like, get away with quite a bit. You know, mid-Lion, mid-Rubik, very viable. Lich, probably not as viable. Bane, I have seen played as a core only once. And AA, I think, can be viable. It's probably not too good. But, like, other than that, like, anyone, I think, can be played in almost any position. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a professional game of Dota where someone played Bane as the core. But, you know, Bane as an offlane maybe could have been a thing. Point being is that, yes, there's no heroes that are necessarily balanced to only be a support, but heroes are generally more balanced to having earlier spikes, right? I mean, you look at the spike here on Phoenix at level 6, one of the better ultis in the game, in my opinion. One of the biggest spikes. So that, it doesn't really, I mean, especially now, actually, that they buffed it, right? You get an extra hit at level 1 and one less hit at level 18. Sorry, level 6, you get one extra hit and one less hit at level 16. Same amount at level 12 of the ultimate. Now, that is consequential, of course, because now there's really nothing that stops the Phoenix from diving in super aggressively early on, especially if you're going to be almost guaranteed to be able to hit your fire spirits, and you should be, especially this game when you have a Chronosphere. In some trouble is Fearless, might be dead. Honestly, he's gonna be okay. Those 5 stacks of the poison attack level 2, making it a bit difficult for him to live, to be quite frank. As we'll see, he puts his 3rd skill point to. It will be the Dissemblate, as that's gonna be useful to dodge a bit of the damage here. But he's not TPing out. He does have a salve queued up, but we'll see what he wants to do here. Ken is also looking quite healthy rather. Careful here, Fearless. You are in some trouble, sir.
No, 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 no.
He's fine. Uses the spin just in case. I think he wanted to. Actually, it's a Fate's Edict here at level 2. That makes a lot of sense. Gives you 100% magic immunity. You can still be targeted by magic items or spells, you know, but you just won't take any damage. So that's great, actually, because not only will it disarm the Juggernaut potentially, you can't dispel that, of course, with the Blade of Fury. So you're probably best off just using it on Masaros, who can see us with his abilities generally quite nicely. The build now is definitely more for the Timber Chain, however, is what we tend to see. Especially against not strength heroes, I think you're going to be more pressed to see that. But yeah, so because you can dodge out the spin damage, you can... I mean, that's about it. That's all you're looking to really dodge. I think realistically this game, well, can as well. He's got plenty of magic damage as well, but you know, it's whatever. Actually, I'm curious, can you still Viper Strike if you are disarmed? Oh, you can't poison attack, that's for sure. I think you probably can still Viper Strike because it's got its own cast range and whatever. Always trying to learn new things about Dota. So many things you can learn in this game. Beautiful sport, as they believe they call it. Fearless, I mean, he is not loving life, and not hard to see why. Can't help in his business. Got a full bottle as well, with an arcane rune in there, as they will call a rotation over. It's Boom Bell who's going to just soak some levels, it looks like, try and at least prevent a bit of damage coming through onto the tower, as we will not miss first blood. It is onto Jackie, and a big kill here for Execration, and a lot of pressure here onto the tower. Q is going to need to be a little bit careful here. Does not have the inbuilt damage resistance that the melee heroes will have. Cookie will find Mark there, as that's going to be a kill as well. Down bottom, look at that. The damage is flawless. Jackie will return to find a front bird in his lane, as the rotation mid is not going to yield anything here from Boom Bell, but a dead off laner for them. Game was very hard now. 3-0 lead for Execration, and it doesn't really get much easier for them here, as I mean, for Motivate, that is, it does get easier here for Execration, to be completely honest.
Radiant are scanning.
I know people don't really like it when you criticize the draft, but I think this this draft is not great, just to be completely frank, as BDZ is just gonna overestimate how much mana the Oracle had. He will die. It's just not a good draft. I think they definitely drafted in the wrong order here. They counterpicked themselves. You know, I'm not sure why you go with the Phoenix when the Snapfire is already on the other team. I think that's going to be cause them. It's going to be a pressure point. It's going to be a pressure point for them this game. Not a good pressure point either.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Man, the welding lights, the welding reaction is so bright. This is like just a little random fact for you. Pretty far away from this building under construction, but can see it very clearly through my window. And my goodness, I just see these welders just tacking all day. It's so bright. It's so bright in the corner of my eye. Oh, facing top lane, Jackie in trouble. Oh, they actually miss the scatter blast. That's going to allow Jackie to live on a sliver of HP. Will he jump in here is the question. It looks like now BDZ looking to try and stop anyone else from going on in, as Rage Potato will be able to dodge out the Phoenix. In some trouble, though. Needs a little bit more healing, but will die. Actually, as Boom Belt will claim his life. That means Jackie is able to stay alive. He's just kind of chilling here now. He'll get a healing cell. Big miss there on the scatter blast. Big kill. Execration I missed out on. Very unlike Raging Potato, I will say. He's normally on the money there, but it's kind of easy to miss those point-blank spells. Surprisingly so. I mean, come on, we've all played like any, you know, shooter with a shotgun, and how the heck did you miss that spell, bro? Don't ask. Oh, nice silence though onto our Timber Saw, taking a fair bit of damage now, as the Phantom will kill him. That little burst damage at the end, even with level 1, the magic damage is going to be clearly enough to secure the kill here. Now the only thing that we need for Motivate to try and surprise me here and potentially take a second game off of Execration would be for them to somehow turn around this mid lane. I don't see it happening this time. Ken off to a much better start. He's much more confident. I think he's got probably like a level at least ahead. He's 2 levels ahead of his Void Spirit. Hasn't killed him once. Just done a great job of harassing him out of the lane. But now the Oracle is here. I don't think that's quite enough for them to get a kill though, but that should allow them to know that there is indeed a rune there. and this is just not easy at all. The refilled bottle, Hyper Strike at the ready with the illusions, ready to tank underneath the tower. I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw a little bit more aggressive plays. Here we go, to making the rotations to be Jackie. He does have the Chronosphere, but we don't really have such great damage, and in fact the break has been applied already, so there's no chance for additional damage to come on through, and in some trouble is going to be Jackie. Down he goes as Spear, making this a 2-for-1 trade. Both of the forts go down. Might lose our Snapfire here as well. In fact, we're incredibly likely to do so, but the Snap incredibly tanky here. Still alive for now, as we don't have enough mana for the Purifying Flames. But there we go. Nice shot there, and really nowhere for Raging Potato to go.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, look at this. I mean, he sees this guy and he just immediately goes on. Then Viper Strike is going to be dodged, but already that's down to half HP. Bottle will put him not quite at full, but just about. It should. Actually, he might put him back to full HP. Don't worry about that killing Masaros. It happens. We will see. Oh, goodness gracious me. I mean, the Chronosphere there is... I mean, I guess he's using it to secure the kill onto the Clockwork, maybe stopping his hook shot in progress, it looks like.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Raging Potato did kisses though, so we did miss a little bit of a skirmish down here. I apologize for that.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Phoenix, he's gonna be alive. Nice silence though as Cat rotating on through. Phoenix has the... Nah, well, good luck trying to get any abilities off there. Yeah, there we go. Scatter Blast just nicking Boom Bell. Will kill him. And really the story here is how Palace just continue to farm. I mean, he is kind of just out of control here at this point. Let's actually switch over to something worthwhile, like net worth. And yep, 1, 2, 3 lead for Execration is exactly what you want to be seeing here for them. More so than that, this time it's Fearless. He takes a big loss as the cookie forward just a bit late. And Fearless, of course, with the ability to choose exactly which Dissemblate portal he pops out of, is going to be very tough to catch him with that.
That you're gone.
Fearless might be dead though. Yeah, there's the silence. Yeah, he's dead. Maybe was expecting him not to get cookied there, but he will take it. I'm not really sure if the Dissemblate was at the ready, but that would have been the only thing. I guess he had a special step too, but kind of a silly death to be taken, as he will be caught out yet again. Now it's going to net Viper his third kill, 3-0-2. Also not having died yet is Palos, 1-0-3. And, well, Jackie, to be quite frank, is just not having as good as a game as he did last time. Still doesn't have this Midas, which, to be honest, Midas this quote-unquote late is not the worst thing in the world, but you know, the thing is you really are looking for that bonus attack speed as soon as you can, and of course the transmute. Your attack speed gets double, well, not double, but you get double the attack speed out of the item, so its efficiency, it really pays for itself. As BDZ is completely whips the hook shot. Should be Execration then backing off here, as they will commit the drum charge just to be able to escape. Cookie, BDZ maybe going right back in, looking for the supports. He's going to find the Oracle, but the Cogs actually are going to lead him outside. The deny takes forever, and the Cookies, sorry, the Kisses actually instead of raining down. Pretty decent damage. Now Fearless will close the gap into the Supernova. Now they are going to be able to run away from this one quite easily, though. Rich Potato, he's still taking a fair amount of damage, as here it goes. RR, the Sun is going to find our Voice Whip, but he's going to be healed back up to full underneath the effective plus promise. No cores are left fighting here, actually. Rich Potato, he is going to continue running away, as RR will go down. Healing down will be canceled, as Masaros needs a little bit more attacks, but he's not going to find it, though, as Palos coming on in with the drum says, hey, that's my offering, don't kill him. Yeah, that's okay, but Faceless Void is farming now. He is farming. He's going to be recovering quite nicely now, overtaking our off-lane Snapfire. And he will probably farm a lot faster than her now, too, with the Midas up. Hook shot. Who have they found? Oh, let's look this way. Phoenix. Well, that's okay. He dies for the bounties. By the way, Raging Potato picked up a bounty rune at like 14 minutes and 30 seconds, and I didn't know that until now.
I'll take that as tribute.
Oh, Chronosphere. That's such a beautiful Chronosphere sound as well. They are going to commit Supernova here. That means Cannon will bash controlled and it killed. A little bit excessive, but honestly, that was at that point the most valuable player on the map. So it's no surprise to see him get absolutely murdered.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There is silence. Have they actually caught someone here? No, okay. What? They did? Sorry, I didn't believe that. I heard it. I heard it off this orchid, and I was like, who the heck would get silenced right now? Just kind of stupid. I am. Bad start to our best of 5 grand finals, but well, for me that is, not for these players. That's playing very well this game is going to be Can. He comes right out of the gates with the Orchid and immediately puts it to use. And they are going to continue keeping up the pressure here, as Palos with the Battle Fury he's decided to opt for is going to push a second tower here. Very nice. We do have a counter push going on as well. Masaruso is just not pushing nearly as quickly as the other game. You can see he's probably cut a few waves here, maybe looking to cut, that is, a maybe second or third one here for some more damage, as what the heck is Boom Bell doing here? BDZ has scouted him. Moonbell in some very serious trouble. He's going to get a permanent mini stun though. Cannot TP away because he will just get a hook shot out from BDZ. Actually, he can TP away as soon as the battery assault ends. That's really not that easy, and now it's just about impossible. Snapfire will go down. We're going to ignore that kill real quick, as there we go. Palos is not going to be able to find the Inkswell stun onto our boy Jackie. He gets out in time. But if we get another kill here now onto Raging Potato, that's going to be a second onto him. Is that a chrono again? No, not even. It's a great damage, and we've already seen now a core item being completed on Faceless Void. He's got the Midas, and now, of course, the Maelstrom to boot. Very nice stop. Oh, good silence though on a Faceless Void. Can they lock him down for long enough? We do have a hook shot at the ready, but they're not even going to need it. Great control there. Just somehow present with the silence there. That Orchid, I mean, it wasn't even a blink either. I'm going to tell you there. Ken just getting the jump onto him. Looking top lane. He's going to need to wait a few more seconds. Fearless out of the trees he goes. Ken, oh my god, the clumsy nuts. Oh boy, 2 kills across 2 lanes. Although Raging Potato is going to snag that one. Thank you very much. Who's this? BDZ is in a bad spot though. He does have hook shots, so he can use it to just try and leave, and he will. See you later. Bottom tier 1 tower falls as well, which means there's only 1 outer tower remaining at this point. Motivate Trust, and Q is going to be able to outrun the silence just a little bit early there for Juggernaut Palos. Too eager to kill that Phoenix. Can they kill this? Yeah, they will. They can kill this.
Giants are scanning.
It's a nice item though. The Spirit Vessel for our Viper should leave him with very little HP to actually be using. Oh, there we go. Returning the favor now as Jackie needing some sort of dispel. He does have the Oracle, so I kind of ranted about it last game about how the Vessel against Oracle is a bit of interesting. Not really so conundrum, because you can actually reduce the healing that one receives. Oh wow, nice call here from Execration immediately. Finding the D rune, starting to Roche. I like that. You can actually apply the Vessel, so after the strong dispel from the Fall of Promise, to reduce the healing by a lot that you get through that. But of course, you can just dispel that right off, and you know, it doesn't really help you too much. There goes Roche. He doesn't get a chance to bash with his passives broken. And now an Aegis Battle Fury, Yasha, nearly the full Manticile, and it's still a little bit left here on this DD rune. We have to see an Omni Slash here from Palos, who has just kind of been farming the entire map with the Battle Fury, and he's done a pretty good job of that. Smokes will break the hook shot, finding Oracle, and great cogs into the silence. He is dead. Palos doesn't have time for these simple kills, though. He is out here. He is looking for structures, and that's what he's came to do, and that's what he's gonna get. Down to half HP here though. It does have that spin still, of course, but it's been a bait all along. There's control onto the Phoenix. Now we do a little bit more damage, but they will quickly be able to source it. Fearless not jumping in. Nice job there. I thought he had the axe. Would have been a great silence. Jug will get killed though. The first life being blown through relatively quickly. Now Oracle alive right about now, TPing just behind the tier 3 tower, ready to get back involved and keep on fighting. But Palos yet again tanking the tower. Gets the cookie to try and find a stun there on a Fearless, but is a little bit hopeful there. Potato blinking up to the high ground, this mad lad. Just to nuke the wave. This is map 2, technically. Although I guess you could say map 1 was, you know, an auto win, right, for Execration. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not. What's going on here? Silence? Nice Yule Sup from our Void Spirit. That's probably going to throw it on his axe now. Back right at our Viper. They had managed to connect a stun onto Ken. Backing off here. Q still does have that supernova, but no Icarus dive. Raging Potato is kiting out Jackie, but the stuns are good. Not quite good enough. As Fearless going to be eating the majority of the Omni Slash now. Jackie landing a 3-man crow. He's going to catch his own team inside that for just a little bit. As Viper taking a lot of damage now. Turning, trying to fight, but gets absolutely consumed and destroyed as Jackie getting the ulti as the kisses we're beginning to rain on down. They get the kill. That looks like onto Boom Bell. Oracle will go down. Raging Potato has bought back. Jackie is absolutely A-okay. of course, after the time walking away. Hook shot, ready in 14. Will it matter? Unlikely. Cogs are going to catch him as soon as he comes back down. We do have a Timber Chain. Ooh, and Masaros goes back underneath the tier 1 tower, which is probably going to kill him here. Yep, there it goes. Gotta waste a lot more time at the very least. And still our Juggernauts finally used the Omni Slash, and a great chrono, to be completely honest with you. Great chrono. You see really how quickly that Viper crumbles if he does not manage to get himself secured, or surrounded rather, by another Toxin, catching him off guard. Looking like it could especially be a fast one, as they will connect the stun onto the Oracle, but nice disarm there to make sure he's not taking any additional magic damage. Careful here. The setup for the Aether Remnant is good. We need a save here for Palos. He's taking a lot of damage. The hook shots. Look at that. Palos, he's still alive, just on a hair of HP, getting a cookie. They will keep him alive for now, as the vessel was not enough really to get the job done, as they still have plenty of healing out from the healing wood, but that is going to remove him from the fight. Juggernaut now considering turning right back in, however, as they have managed to get killed onto both supports. Jackie has some good HP. There's going to be the silence, and now the stun onto one. You will step right into the Remnant, but the Remnant's a bit late, which allows the spin to win, and that should allow Jug to back on and off very cleanly. Incredibly surprised he lives there. That 15 talent line, 200 HP, of course, reduced. Didn't really matter. Still giving that extra 75 HP that he really did need, as Fearless getting a little bit of a scatter blast out from the Granny. There's 2 pushes that have been repelled, however, by MG.Trust. All the while, we still have a little bit more farm now on Jackie, who is just about to overtake our Viper in terms of farm. But I mean, you look at the warding out from Execration, and they absolutely have no intention of slowing down this push here for at least a little bit of time here, as they have wards completely surrounded the triangle. I think they can potentially really catch Motivate here off guard at the 25-minute mark if they try and defend this outer tower.
I'll take that as tribute.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how betting sites do all that. I don't particularly engage in betting myself. Good control there. Oh, Omni Slash is going to find one. The Full Scepter wasting a lot of time here as Palos like kisses on down. Jackie with Chrono completely whiffs, however. That's going to get a few voice lines out for sure. Looking for a bash on Rich Potato. Finally manages to fuck one. Popping the BKB is getting control. It is going to be Palos. Palos looking for a target to jump on. He has no Omni Slash, and there we go. He's finally going to use that spin as getting leashed up and controlled a little bit. His face is void. Q taking a lot of damage. He is going to take down to the Viper Strike, but great control and great damage here onto Ken. Ooh, trying his best to escape. He is going to have the breakdown, but it's not going to matter. They have plenty of damage to burst down him now, as BDZ has a hook shot. Rocket Flare has potentially scouted Masaros, just barely though, but there's going to be the vision. Now they have managed to find the Void Spirit. The control, the Yule Scepter might keep him alive. Oh, it won't though. He can't even get a single ability off. No mana to speak of, actually, as he goes for the Sunlight over an Astral Step. Probably, I mean, to be honest, I don't think an Astral Step would have saved him either. But a great job here by Masaros, who continues on. It looks like he's going to be cutting the second wave. And again, just way more time wasted now of Execration, as they are going to have to come back and actually defend this tier 2 tower. Masaros will be cutting this wave. That means this tier 2 tower will drop, opening up outpost here for the taking just before 30 minutes. That's not ideal. Well, that tower's going to be fine. That was going to be fine. They're hunting here for Masaros. I'm not gonna find him though. Be it easy. Maybe just taking a walk on through the jungle. Not gonna find anyone there. Oh, I mean, look at this. Palos, he really wants this tier 3 tower. I mean, there's 5 heroes up. There's the Fortify that they will actually commit. 40 HP remaining on the tier 3 tower. Of course, you never deny a tier 3, right, Jackie?
Tower has been denied.
Well, Palos, you're crazy. Oh my God, Palos, why? Palos, he gets the spin off. That's going to allow him to live. Like, again, that just seems so inconsistent. Can you just always spin or phase shift or BKB when you get down from a Yule Scepter? I don't know. The disarms, trying to force the Jug to use his Manta or something here, but he's going to be quite patient overall, as he will now commit the spin. Double Astral Step already used, dashing out a lot of that damage. Fuel Scepter. Now he's going to get caught by the taunt, but the rest of the team already behind him, ready to support. The cookie is going to get him out of the majority of the Sun Ray, as Ken is going to be eating a bit of this. He's got a regen bottle. I can't believe they're still pushing. Can't believe they are still. This has been like a 6-minute long siege, and they barely got a tier 3 tower for it. Chronosphere, they have caught one. There's going to be the Supernova on top as the heals for the Jug. Not nearly enough for Potato blinking into the Chronosphere. Oh my goodness, what did I just see out from Execration? Oh my god, guys. Hookshot is going to be able to get BDZ off to safety at least. What the heck, guys? I mean, it seems like they were just begging to get Chrono there, to be honest. Like, I mean, oh my god, Rage Potato just blinked right into that thing, too. I mean, it's at least, I mean, by this point, if it's not a level 2 Chrono, Phoenix has, like, really messed up. Or, like, you won the game, right? So, like, that's just very ambitious. You need 10 auto attacks on that thing. Oh, nice double silence, though. We do have a BKB, probably trying to get it forced at the very least, but a 2-man stun. Jackie does not have a BKB, actually. Could not top walk away. Masaros couldn't do anything either. Silent stuff. And now BDZ continuing to jump on in. He is going to get absolutely blown up, however. A little bit too aggressive there, but definitely a kill. Very well worth it. The 3v5 that come out of it with nearly 2 kills, actually, as Phoenix is seeing better days. Is it bad to look at welding? Because I know it's like bad to look at welding if you're like right up against it. They're just calling the Void Spirit. So like if you're far away, is it still bad to look at? I don't know. Fearless, a little bit too close to the enemy team. Execration will sweep him up and mop him up. I swear, I mean, I guess this is the time to do it, right? You know there's no Chrono for like another minute. And there they go. Paolo's just right up to the high ground. Does not even care. Fortify use. I mean, he just come hit me. I dare you, dumb bird. This is ridiculous. The thing is that, to be fair, MG.Trust, they really do struggle against the Megas. Are really even super creepers. They're just killing the Phoenix. A big one at that, dead for 50. And that's going to be the mid lane of Barracks. It's only 13k net worth lead, but these guys are running in like it's a 32k net worth lead. It's believable. Got a top away, pushing in top lane as well. I mean, they do push incredibly quickly. Don't get me wrong. It's just ridiculous how aggressively they're playing this one. 70 damage now on a Viper, yields into that kill there onto the Phoenix. With both the Voids respawning, they will be looking to back up. Swift Slash as well is a great pickup, I think, for the Juggernaut, especially if you do go for the Battle Fury build. It's a bit intensive on the mana, but that's half the reason why you go for the Battle Fury, of course. The 3.25 mana regeneration is absolutely crazy. Ooh, Roche, no, my god! Oh, that is just the most unfortunate timing I think I've ever seen. They were off by a mere second. Oh, Palos. Oh, he knows. He's like, wait a second. I think we were early. Ah, there he is, guys. We saw 2 Aghanim Scepters just get purchased. One of them was Gobble Up, which is one of my favorite Aghanims in the game currently, unironically. And the second was actually the Void Spirit. So now these silences, these jumps that he's making can actually have some bigger impacts. So the next style, of course, for Palos is going to prevent a lot of the harm coming his way, but it's still going to be quite important for them. Smoked up behind the Juggernaut will be the rest of the Execration roster. Jackie does have the Chrono at the ready. They have all the ultis, but right now it's just Juggernaut versus the Roshan here, as they do have vision. There we go. Smoke's breaking, so now they do have vision on the Faceless Void. They cannot see quite into the pit. Now they can, though. They know Roche is quite low. Oh, the double setup actually with the Aether on it. That's going to commit the Chronosphere. They're going to be jumping, but there's going to be the Gobble Up now. Look at that. Raging Potato says, get back, my son. Out of that Chronosphere you go now, Jackie. He's going to try and go right in for it. He will actually snap to the Aegis, but he's likely to pay. This first life not going to be too useful. And actually, the backliners have been nuked by BDZ in the meantime. What a bait. A perfect job by Potato. And that's a quick second kill now onto Jackie. He no longer has the ulti. This is going to be a dieback on the Oracle, and Phoenix without buyback likely to just about wrap up this game for Execration. A beautiful Aghanim Scepter reveal. Just sneaking the Faceless Void right out of the Chronosphere. You can take the Aegis. It's all yours, but the Juggernaut is mine, my friend. Wow. What a play. I didn't think that's how we would see it get done. And to be honest, I mean, I think had Jackie known that there was an Eggs, he probably would have not positioned the Chronosphere like that. But oh my goodness gracious me, great blink in there by great blink in. Honestly, it was just kind of ridiculous. They cannot go for the megas. They do have the wave shoving in bottom, as Fearless will not be TPing back. Ooh, look at this, they are chasing this man. Hook shot in 15 seconds. Great job there. Unfortunately, Lusaros is going to continue cutting here, trying to move the back door. You can buy back on the Faceless Void, but honestly, there's just literally no point here without Chrono. You do have Supernova, but no Chrono here, and you lack lockdown outside of Chrono to really make it worth it. What a bit! I can't believe how well that worked out for them. Was not prepared for that at all. Today I learned you can gobble up someone from outside of Chronosphere. New meta, honestly, absolutely new meta. It's not very. I don't know. That's just wild, honestly. That's one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen. That's one of those like edge case scenarios where you're like, yeah, don't worry guys, I picked Tusk and I'm gonna Walrus punch the Enigma. It's like, oh, it's kind of hard to do. It's easier to snowball him, of course, but one of these BKB, you gotta get in there and Walrus punch him. Quite difficult. I'm just watching the replay now for this because that was incredible stuff. Good job breaking the smokes. I'll just take a look. I mean, Chrono, like, look at this cast range on Chronosphere. You know, like, pretty generous. Obviously, like I said, he didn't know, and a great job there as well from Ken, utilizing the double pull, actually getting double the control onto our Juggernaut. Oh my God, just barely stealing.
Radiant's middle tower.
Unbelievable. I'm surprised that they didn't actually toss Jug back in aggressively. That probably allowed him to get the to lose Aegis, to be fair, now that I'm watching the replay. That and the Swift Slash, of course, didn't achieve anything. But my goodness gracious me. What a lovely interaction of Dota 2, the video game.
Has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Good decision making from Jackie, though. I mean, he decides to go for Roche. If they lose Aegis there, that is almost certainly the game. Whereas now it's not as bad. Maybe you just deny it and try and tell him walk off, but honestly, that's like about as impossible. Great stuff.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
They're cutting this bottom wave. Top lane is going to shove back here. These are super creepy, yeah. This top lane is going to shove eventually. It might not be this way, but this top wave is going to shove. They still have one wave of creeps here as well that they have not cut, as that's going to be Fearless picking off a courier. Why not? More kills. It's actually a very long death time around the corner, but the gobble up. Oh, there they go. They're looking for the backliners. You can try and save yourself, Oracle, but you have already utilized the ultimate. It's the Lotus Orb, but with the Omni Slash is going to waste a lot of its time there. It's some anime stuff right there. Unbelievable. Oracle is still actually going to be alive, as they don't get nearly enough of the Omni Slash bounce. Although now in some clears, Juggernaut. Oh, much better time. Much better jump this time. Although they will stun out Jackie, but for a mere second, Supernova's going to pop off. Much too hopeful there on a Raging Potato, thinking he could actually get a kill there, and this one has just fallen apart now for Execration yet again. Third time that they've gone up to the high ground that they have been pushed back quite violently here, fighting into the team fight ultimates without Aegis. A big mistake, a big mistake. We'll see here. We don't quite need to see a GG push, but it needs to be a very serious push coming out from MG.Trust now. Unfortunately, Roche is not going to be up nearly soon enough, though, as much as they'd wish for. Oh, I just realized you can't actually see that from, yeah. Oh, whoops, there's an overlay covering that. Lasaros nearly dying, but Ken is free to TP away. He's got a 10-second BKB here. You're not very much used to this game here against the Supernova stun, against the Chronosphere. It's still good, but like not crazy. That's a big issue. Ooh, double Scythe of Ice is a lovely item though. The biggest problem I think for him is going to be attack range, to be honest. He did take the attack range talent, which is it's good. It's a good talent for him. Oh, he did have a clarity active, to be fair. Okay, well, I mean, how many more of those does Execration have this game reasonably? I would say quite a few. The Timbersaw is just kind of annoying to kill, and he keeps the chase very, very, very tight, right? He's got really great grab close, so it's hard for you to outrun him. It's hard for you to catch up to him, to be frank, with this draft. But like the Juggernaut, I think, I don't know, like late game, I think they're going to easily win this. There's going to be a beautiful gobble up, and perma stun up will be our Void Spirit. Hook shot as well onto Oracle. He is now dead, and they're probably just going to run it down mid here. I mean, they are only up 10k. Execration, they're just so confident in the way they're playing it. Unbelievable. Well, it is believable because I've seen it 3 times. Oh, Jabs is streaming. What's up, Jabs? What are you streaming? I think we do actually now have the overclock ability here for our Clockwork. Good to see.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Minotaur Horn as well is a great item for Viper. Maybe even better for Palos this game, but I mean, you very rarely get a core to let go of the Paladin Sword, to be honest. This should be the lane of barracks now down, as Saros is doing his best to try and scare him off, but he's gonna have to get a little bit too close to comfort here to Ken, who does have that break against him. Jackie ready to go, does have the Cronus up. The combo is ready. Good blink out in time from Ken. They're not quite confident here, you can tell. They definitely realize that we can't really afford to throw our bodies against them too many more times here. Waves are slightly pushing here as well. That top lane eventually will shove back, but it's not easy here. It's not easy. Also, I don't know if this was on purpose or not. Probably wasn't. Probably wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I guess you need to go for these weird ward spots. The problem is, like, you see it no matter what. You always see that ward. There's, like, no scenario in which you don't see that ward. All right, Roche may respawn in 20 seconds. What'll it be?
Dire's middle
There's going to be a fast road. Already the courier. Oh, they're going to send it away. They're like 10 seconds early every single time. We'll see. I think this time you only get one of those fights where you get the play, however. As Ken checking Roche. It's another fast one. A bit faster than I would say average, as we will have a pause. And give me one moment. Oh, they baited me. I had to sprint back. Apologize. I had to deal with something very quickly. But this game is not quite over yet. I mean, the way Execration are playing, they've ran up high ground like so confidently the past few times. The farm is quite nice, but now Jackie about to overtake our Juggernaut. He's got himself actually a very nice item that is going to be the Satanic Cheese as well, as you did manage to snag both items that drop from Roche. Straight Divine. Love to see it. Good stuff here. What's he taking? I'm kind of surprised that he actually did not decide for the Chronosphere AoE. It does really mess with your team here, but you're not really concerned. You're concerned mostly about damaging one person in the Chrono, and that right now is the Juggernaut. You're not really concerned about anyone else. The Viper you can dispose of quite quickly, but the Jug presents some serious logistical issues to kill, as I think we are going to see just a straight Divine here for Jackie. Mjolnir. Satanic, BKB. I think this BKB's barely been used. There it is. Not even locking it up. There we go. We are going for the fight, and they might be able to catch him at the tail end of this roast. They're not doing it too quickly here. We'll see. I don't think they're going to make it in time, but that would be one heck of a divine reveal as they are getting close. It might not be enough to catch them with their pants down in the roast pit. They might catch them right immediately after, which is Ken picking up the axe, blessing, and the fights breaking off here onto Masaros. They do manage to root one. There we go. As this is about as beautiful as you could hope for. Ken already dead. Jackie getting the kill to two, but the Juggernaut still alive. Reduction to dodge out the supernova blast on as well. The damage not nearly enough either by Prelos. The stun is not great. They need a bit more as they have now bought back. Without buyback is going to be Jackie. However, that's going to present some issues if they kill him in this fight, and they actually have launched BDZ right on up there. He used the overclock now, so he's going to get stunned up here in just about another few seconds with control now onto the Void Spirit as they have gotten the first life now off the Juggernaut. It's just all popping off now as here we go. A bit more damage. Well, look at that. The stun, not nearly enough power coming on the back lines here onto Ken. He's actually go down. That's the dive back onto him. Great stun up from Rage Potato here onto two, but the damage onto the Faceless Void isn't going to be enough. Stun lasting forever. He actually gets hexed up. Is he going to drop his Divine? He will. Divine on the deck. Oh, goodness. Palos goes, thank you very much. That one is mine. Have a little bit of the Swift Slash now. Why don't you? Omni Slash available as well, as I believe that's now been 8 buybacks. Palos gets absolutely murdered by the Divine Rapier up on the Juggernaut. Another little bit of a launch back on forward. PDZ bind back, looking to make the GG called forced from the lifeless body of MG.Trust Gaming, as they will get it done. Show me that recap. Holy moly. Unbelievable amounts of damage. We can interact with it, but Execration are going to come out on top. 6 buybacks in that last fight. Motivated really hit him with the GG push, the all-out push, and it made
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Clockwork!
Radiant team pick.
Faceless Void!
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Yeehaw!
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
I speak for the trees.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Legion Commander.
Seconds remaining.
Welcome back, everyone. Game number 3, technically
5
4.
seconds remaining.
As of course, Execration take game number 2 off the back of a stolen Divine Rape. That for me. But Jackie, bringing it back to the Faceless Void, and I like this a lot extra from Execration. They immediately go with a very similar opening duo, if not the exact same, with the Clock. No complaints. I could watch them play Clockwork all day, and it wouldn't get tiring.
Dire team ban.
So I think this time they're going to be off to a much better start.
Ten seconds remain. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds Dire team ban.
I don't know if I like this Faceless Void pick. You actually, I mean, you have two, well, one person already that has a silence, one that loves to build Orchid, and one that already has great lockdown. Now it's probably a Skywrath Mage support at that, so I don't know. This this Void Spear pick is very ballsy to me, in my opinion. I'm just a bit surprised by it. Sorry, just the rain is beginning to roll in here to my flat as we will begin game number 3.
10 seconds remaining.
Yes, that's correct. Dota Lover
5 seconds remaining.
8. I presume Dota Lovers 1 through 27 were taken. I'm just kidding. That's like such a bad joke. Yeah. It was a +1 game for the winners bracket. Execration and MG.Trust Gaming, they both met in the winners bracket. Execration ended up taking the series 2-1. Thus far, they've earned themselves the 1-game advantage, but we have repeated that score. So we'll see if it's 3-1 or if we'll see perhaps a game number 5. Thus far, I'm liking this Motivate draft a bit better, though. Oh, wow. Okay, the Arc Warden, then. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's a little bit dangerous against the Faceless Void because he can always time walk off a lot of your damn... This is interesting. Let me see what this last pick is here, and then because I need to waffle a bit more while I think about this Arc Warden pick that is. Low armor, so the NP naturally does well against him until the bubbles come out. Once the bubbles come out, my goodness, this Arc Warden's gonna have a great time. A lot of magic damage though still, and of course you do have AoE quote-unquote denial, right, where the Arc Warden's not going to be wanting to sit in a bubble if there's a Skywrath Mage ulti on top, for example. Legion. Okay, so this is an interaction I definitely should know, so I'm gonna look it up.
Select your heroes.
Let's take a look here. I don't know if the Tempest... I think the Tempest double can be dueled, obviously, but I don't believe it gives dual damage. It might, though. Let me check here. The buffs are copied. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't grant any bonuses. Okay, so you do not get bonus track gold, you do not get bonus dual damage, yada yada yada. Okay. But in the very rare scenario that you still want to lock him down, let me tell you, this Storm Spirit pick is great against the Arc Warden, though. Fantastic pick against the Arc. Arc really prefers if you did not go and talk to him. He's a bit of a loner, and he likes his space, and you know, the only heroes that can really try and make a difference against that are going to be... Oh, interesting. Interesting. It is Jackie, Nature's Prophet, Offland Faceless Void. Wow. Interesting. And it's actually a Wyvern 3, by the way. Hold on. We need to now recontextualize this draft, as both teams have decided to throw me for a loop. Okay, so it's a 3 Legion Commander. Make that a position 5 Faceless Void? Oh, I don't know about this one though, guys. I don't know about this one. They've kind of had their hand forced, right? They have really decided that they do not want to be facing this Arc Warden that is very strong, and I get that. But now, what is your off lane gonna look like, or what the heck is your safe lane gonna look like? One of your lanes is, I hesitate to say a dumpster fire, but like one of your lanes is just awful here. And the problem is, compared to game 1 when it was just your Bat Rider, it's 2 heroes this time that are going to be affected by this. Oh no. That's quite a big sacrifice to be making here against the Arc Warden. Now the Jackie does sometimes quite well. You know, Arc Warden is always going to be benefited in a melee, sorry, I make that a range versus range sort of matchup, because of the what the heck is his ability called, Eva? The magnetic field, that's what it is. Man, I thought this rain was coming in, but it is just sitting on the horizon. It is not coming in. Clouds are just blown right on past.
Just as I envisaged.
Sorry, just extremely jealous of I work with. Sipping some Aperol spritzes in Italy. Oof, lovely. Absolutely lovely. Oh my goodness. Love Southeast Asia, but I mean the food here is, don't get me wrong, boys, don't misinterpret anything here, but my goodness, do I love the Italian liqueurs. But food here, oof, oof, so cheap, so good. You know, as one of the first things I've learned to say here in Malay is I've attempted to pick up just a little bit of it during our little bit of lockdown is Jam pergi makan. Let's go eat. Let's go eat. Jam pergi mamak. Let's go mamak. That is probably the Jam pergi. What the heck is
that you're gone.
Jam pergi mamak? I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. Let's go eat, boy. If you're speaking Bahasa Malay, to let me know how my pronunciation is. Probably awful. We're already fighting out here, boys. As in some trouble, BDZ, he's gonna find 4, eats a cookie. That should get him to safety. We do have a time walk to be used aggressively, potentially, by our support phases void. I just, this is gonna be, I don't know. Like, at first I was praising the draft because I liked it, but now you have 2 sources of lockdown. 3 we'll give them, right? You have Dual, Chrono, and Electric Vortex. Just not all too good here, as they are going to be going now on to RR. Decent damage, massive little mini Echo Slam. There's BDZ. Now he's going to take some attention away, but overall it's going to be a battle of the runes won by MG.Trust, as they will come out of it with 1 rune advantage. Oh. Paula's probably the second best outcome there, kind of taking a bit of a gamble with the Spark Wraith. I'd be interested to see what the build is here. I think on a safe lane Arc Warden, you're going to want to max Spark Wraith and then Flux. Flux technically does more damage if you can get all of the procs to actually, you know, get their full damage in. The effect, of course, is muted if you're close to allies or neutrals. I think you can also be close to neutrals, and it'll also nullify that. Oh, no, just the worst outcome there, unfortunately. But yeah, so it's gonna be not great of a lane here to max the Flux, that's for sure. But Spark Wraith still going to be quite nice, trying to use those to get some last hits. Range of Potato, off lane Winter Wyvern. He was probably, I mean, obviously Range of Potato, he's, I mean, I'm a fan of him, to be honest, whenever he does stuff like this. Him, Bo 7 as well, I think in the European CIS region are fantastic at like playing these sort of weird picks that not really to perfection, right? Let's not be crazy, right? But I mean, it's a weird pick, offlane Wyvern. We saw a little bit of it when Crystallis was so strong, because you would just kind of ult people, orchid them, and then build Crystallis and absolutely just murder them inside of your ultimate. Lane's going so far so okay. I can't believe this. I mean, I can't believe how well Jackie, I mean, on his own, this is a hero that can kind of just solo lane, but obviously that's not going to be your ideal lanes here. I mean, look at this. This face is I mean, he's really causing quite a bit of annoyance, that's for sure. He is not letting them get a calm lane. Bottom lane is not going too well either for Palos here. A very, very tough start for Execration across two of their lanes. Good cookie. Couldn't let him a kill here, actually, onto the LC. It's not going to be first blood. Instead, first blood against the Masaru's healing up. He's going to be okay here, actually. Not enough mana for another Spark Wraith. So his salve getting canceled. I probably, honestly, would have taken the death there. You've only got one more. You've only got another. Oh, you got a healing salve. Never mind. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh goodness, we missed the kills top lane. I was distracted here. Ooh, man fighting Palace. I don't like when you man fight me because I have no armor, says Arc Warden. As mid lane though, Ken is gonna be able to get a dive. He might die for that, and he is not going to quite yet. Q. Yeah, he's gonna find this kill. There he goes, just launching him with concussive bolts, concussive shots, same thing. Kind of a bloodfest, kind of a little bit of a clown fiesta.
Time is money.
And a bit too over aggressive there, I think, on the Void Spirit. Execration. Look at this, the dash is actually doing some damage here. Of course, this is just a support. Jackie is free to TP away now. He's done his job quite successfully. And honestly, this offlane Wyvern not really working out too well. I mean, keeping pace here with the enemy offlaner as Boombell eventually will die. Oh my god, my camera movement. I am so sorry about that. But Ken is going to rotate on over. Figures it's worth a kill. That's going to be his second. He has taken a death. But I think more money in his pockets is going to leave him quite happy. So we do have pretty good, at least, Faceless Void set up here. At least with with the Sky... Oh my goodness, Skyrim Mage. Jackie as well can always right-click into the Chrono. I get so burpy after I eat cheese. Had a little bit of a cheese snack in between the matches. It's level 6 here already. 6 on 6, so a bit tougher to jump the Void Spirit. I mean, honestly, these guys not quite invulnerable to each other. It's probably just easy. I mean, one slip up really, and both the brothers can commit fratricide, as he will be coming bottom now. This ward will scout him, but probably a little bit too late. As Bell is going to be scouted. BDZ is going to land one there. Oh, ends up walking right into that Aether Remnant. Actually, Masaros in trouble, but Fearless makes the counter rotation back over to BDZ. The cogs pushing people all over the place now, but eventually they're going to get the job done with the overload attack. A little bit late there, as the Wrath of Nature will not find any heroes. And TP in top lane now is going to go Ken. Has one wraps up to YouTube, looking for Jackie. They're not going to find him quite yet. Aether Remnant, he's going to catch him, pull him right out of that TP, and absolutely murder him. But down bottom, Masaros maybe going for a dive. Overwhelming odds is huge, but not big enough. Is Aura going to be able to live? Arc Warden will go down, however. Who is the Flux on? It's onto the Faceless Void, who jumps forward aggressively. He's got an ally right next to him. Not taking any of that damage. And lots of pressure into the safe lane, TPing right into a bad time as Rage Potato is maybe are going to swamp the lanes now. Q is going to dive him though with a creep wave completely underneath the tower. And he does have the Winter's Curse to be considering to use. He looked like he was going to go and turn for, but he won't. Another TP is coming, by the way. What? Guys, stop. Execration Palos, you're in for a bad time. As there goes the tower. Absolutely pushing the wave to heck and back. BDZ ready to probably jump on in. He's going to be able to split this fight up. Does have the power cogs ready to go, but it's a bit late on them now. Now RR is here as the cookie stun and will get the kill onto the Faceless Void at the very least. It's just craziness going on. No one's in the top lane. No one's in the mid lane. As Void Spirit gonna come back down. He's gonna get scouted. Oh my goodness, you're lucky you got to leave, brother. Ken says. And not like a good Hulk Hogan way either, as in I was gonna murder you.
Who cannot maintain will always fall.
What the heck is in my eye?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
As the Zets begin farming up, we do seem to be back to double right band into the Midas play. I think Midas just gives you so much experience here on the Dark Warden, obviously. I mean, it's ridiculous, to be honest. So yeah, it's really no surprise to see Midas come back. Additional attack speed as well has really been a point of focus here on many cores. So it's unsurprising to see him focus. Storm zipping, zapping around, has found BDZ. Should be as easy as a kill as they come. BDZ, are they gonna go for the duel? Nice job there on the remnant. Oh my god, Masara's barely dodging it out. That's gonna be a duel. Oh, the Winter's Curse is not gonna be able to net them a kill here. To set up for something as they will get at least a revenge kill now onto the Void Spirit. That's gonna be Boom Belt with the support. Chrono. As now Palos, Kadeen ran down, he's in some trouble, and he will go down. He just has no chance to really get much done now, as they're even going to finish off the Zet double and pick up that nice 180 gold bounty available for that skill there. 9 to 12. Execration. Oh my goodness, what a jump! Is he going to get this kill? He will. BDZ finding at least a kill in return here. He's considering going right back in. They get a nice cookie stun here onto 2. The kids now raining down as Skywrath Mage looking to try and run. They're looking for the kill onto the Storm Spirit. That's going to be a bit difficult, but they at least force out all of his mana and will force him back to base. Mine maybe some precious time here as we switch over to Net Worth. Jackie, unsurprisingly, is going to be top in the charts. He's had, I mean, not free farm, but he has just been chilling basically this entire time.
Dire's
Quite happy
middle
with his
tower is under
net
attack.
worth, I would assume. Now maybe Boom Bell in some trouble. I mean, the thing is, like, this is a good kill, but it's really not all that amazing. They will scout Q here. They do not have a Chronosphere. Nice cog. Should be able to buy a bit more time. Cookie is good. Looks like he was trying to get himself killed, but it might die regardless. Winter's Curse committed here onto the Storm Spear. Decent damage being dealt. BDZ jumping right back in. It's still not going to yield him a kill, however, as now out of mana is Fearless. He's going to be sipping on that bottle. That's all the charges he has, though. He gets a little bit of healing as well, as Ken is going to be held up now by the dual RR, looking for the kill. He's been forced to decide, and he's not decided here really on anyone who can feed himself a cookie, and will. That should net him a kill here on the Skywrath Mage, as now Ken able to finish off the oh my goodness, actually the LC has died, but Q's still alive. And now Jackie going for this fight now on RR. Oh goodness, a big mistake there, miscalculated by the Storm Spirit. Is going to net a kill now for the support this time. Grandma going pretty well for them here. $13 to $14, a little bit of a breath of life out from Execration, but how long will it last? It's in trouble is Rage Potato, getting some nice healing, and well, honestly, just burning through those raindrop charges. That took a long time to get the kill. In fact, So long that they decided to actually call in Jackie just to make sure that they could get the job done. Mid lane, Soros could be in some danger here. We'll get 2 heroes hidden behind the tier 1 tower currently. Could yield them a kill. No, it should be fine.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
As the kill onto Jackie is a big one, actually. It's like kisses, hookshot, likes utilized there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What is this? They're going to go for a kill in return. They're going to find the Aqua Warden again. Midas is going to come off cooldown, which is real big for him. A big kill. In fact, he's barely just got this Midas, actually. But he will get his net worth unless he had something on the courier heading his way. Unlikely, though. Oh, goodness gracious me. He is really struggling for a net worth now. Nice silence on the Void Spirit. Looking for a duel. Nice Yule Scepter. Buying a little bit more time as the Cookie Stun will connect onto the Storm Spirit. It's not going to save the tower, though. It'll still drop. Not much they could have done there.
Is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What is this? Is this a kill? Ooh, it's gonna be. No? Yes. I mean, they really committed for that. Hook shot, both Astral Steps, and the Winter's Curse is not excessive, but it is a lot. That will net him a tower as well, so they can be quite happy with that, I think.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Balance the scale. The seeds of fortune.
Damage out from the Wrath of Nature, Chronosphere. They have managed to catch our Void Spirit. They're going to be sending kisses in, but there's a reason why you use that combo with the Faceless Void, not against it, because he moves quite fast and is phased as well inside of the Chronosphere. As here goes Jackie, supported by Fearless. They're going to be making a push now with the Void Spirit dead bot lane. And Fortify will come out, but look at that there. Look at that aggressive jump, looking for the duel on the Clockwork. Not going to let it happen, though. As the Cogs and the Cookie both being used in conjunction to just get the heck away. Palos, Midas it. Double Midas, yes! Oh, it's so good. Love the efficiency. And as he's going to farm in here. He's having a bit of a tough time. Oh, double Iron Talon is fantastic, though. I mean, that's so good. I mean, not crazy, but to catch up, especially if you use it on the Ancients properly, it's a pretty nice get. It's a pretty nice get. I mean, especially, I mean, it's a farming item. You get not quite double the efficiency, but you get a heck of a lot of efficiency out of it. This cooldown, though, of course, they're really going to try and lower that a bit. They have stacked the stuns a bit, but it's not going to matter too much there as they still will get a kill. Again, that's only a support Faceless Void, so not too meaningful of a kill here. As we have actually gone for the Kaya first, Storm Spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Shot. Oh, they've committed the Winter's Curse here. That means they want to have another Remnant at the ready. Oh, but he gets silenced up there. Nice job. A full Orchid really being put to use there, just collecting kills on the Storm Spirit. Smoked up here are going to be 2 Masaros looking for a duel, and they are looking in the right spot as well for the Arc Warden. The Blink Dagger at the ready, but they're going to be able to dodge him out just barely. And actually, they might get collapsed on. Masaros Smoke has broken to. He no longer has its additional move speed. BDZ, could he hit a hook shot here? It's likely that he does not have it. Oh. Nope, duel. They found someone. Who is it? Was the off laner here. That's going to only be, I believe, 20 damage now, so not really too much in the grand scheme of things. As now the Storm Spirit making the jump here onto the support. Cookie, eat the cookie. Ah, yeah, fat chance, unfortunately. That's Ken now. Oh, great stop there on a Jackie. Is it really going to save him for too much longer? His Clockwork without a Quelling Blade is absolutely trapped inside of these trees, and he will be ran down. Kills for 1. As Palos just continues to farm here. I mean, the farm, it comes very quickly, though. It comes very quickly on the Arc Warden. It really does. I'm not sure that necessarily drops off as hard as some other heroes, like your Ursa, like your Bloodseekers, like your TA especially, right? You kind of ramp up. It's slower lead in, but man, does that thing really start to speed up in your farming and how scary you get. As a quick reminder, Action Esports does have a giveaway going on. You guys can enter to win up to one of 2 Immortals. All you gotta do is follow the link below. It's the Twitter of Action Esports, where you gotta like and follow the account. So if you look at Hannah, go ahead and check them out there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now we're getting pushed now. Should be a pretty uncontested tower at this point. They're not going to be looking to really make any serious pushes here. Jackie positioned very nicely, so it's going to be hard for you to make a jump onto him as well. And the team generally watching their spacing here. As Palos, this is the Zet primary here, so he's just going to be split pushing a little bit more. I like that. The Arc Warden, well suited to split pushing. He did not go for, well, he didn't go straight into the route to travel, but that is going to be his next item. Opted to get the Maelstrom there just to speed up his farm a little bit. Maybe participate in a fight here. You never know. Of course, effectively with the Zets double, you do have double the chances to bounce, so it could always be a little bit more useful than not, as I believe Ken here is going to be scouting and seeing a bit of stacks. Kill onto the Clockwork. Not a big one there, mostly conceding the duel. That is going to be now duel level 2, however, so duels out from here are going to have a little bit more impact. With the Clockwork dead, they're going to be looking to try and turn this one into a Roche. My goodness, Jackie is so farmed, though. I mean, look at this. It's incredible. Midas off cooldown, but he does not really care all too much, I think. Now, the Winner's Curse is still really dangerous here, and they know about it. The Divide is being pinged all over the place. 5 seconds left until BDZ is up. We have a tier 1 tower up as well, as it looks like they will be backing out of Roche now. They have caught Fearless, and without using any of the ultis either. Boombell considering and ready to go back in. He is just a tanky boy. Power treads and the double bracer, as that's going to be RR now being called out. I thought I heard a hook shot, but I heard wrong. Talos sending in the Zet double here. He's not used the flux on anything. There we go. As there's the silence to follow suit. Winner's Curse to be able to kill him, as Masaros now is going to be isolated. Good bonus attack damage here onto the Faceless Void. That's going to be able to lock him down. No Chronosphere makes this fight a bit sketchier. No Storm Spirit either, as they're going to be looking to try and back out of this fight. No mana on Q is just generally not how you want to be taken to this fight.
Vanished, but not gone.
Oh, they're going to find Jackie here. Those Invist up. Yule Scepter should have nothing to stop. Oh, he gets the BKB off. Hook shot, hook shot, hook shot, hook shot. No hook shot. Bit of a shame. They do force a 10-second BKB. And, well, it's kind of a big loss. I mean, that's a massive kill for them. at this point. He's on for even for the Midas. Blitz Knuckles, that's going to be an MKB soon. Some serious damage here. He does not want the miss rate. As speaking of missing, Palos, are they going to commit the Chronosphere? They might actually go for it, and they will. That should be the kill without Boom Bell really needing to do much there. That's as easy as they come, and the setup as easy as 1, 2, 3. So completely out of match looking for the duel. They're going to find one on the Wyvern, but quite a tanky Wyvern, this gal. Fearless, though, it's going to save it. Allow him to pop the BKB. That's not going to be a duel victory. Will we have the magic damage? Not quite. 8 stick charges shouldn't be enough either for Rage Potato. He does get a silence off at the very least before he goes, but there's going to be absolutely no follow-up. Should we motivate Trust? They are in a good position now to actually take Roche. Again, going to be a bit slow in the clockwork make it. It's not very easy as well. Now the Arc Warden up as well. From the kisses, that's going to be killing up Jackie now. He's been caught a minute without buyback. Faceless Void should be next, as he's going to get absolutely controlled here. He's got the time walk out. He's just wasting as much time as he can, though. But Gonzalez does not have the damage. The Storm Spirit now completely out of mana, as this Arc Warden having boots of travel back into the team fight, ready to go, rearing to go. I don't think they realize how low Roche is without Jackie. Masaros, I'm sorry, not Masaros. Motivate don't really have the damage. In fact, if they're looking to fight, they don't want to risk this whatsoever. And that's going to be a miss. The hook shot is actually going to connect at the very end. As are we going to have a kill? We will indeed. Ken picking one off. That's going to give them enough money now for the Aghanim Scepter. Cookie into the high ground is not going to be able to stun up Fearless in time. As Moonbell looking to try and at least get something done here. Finally just hits one of the cogs. That's a kill onto only the Clockwork, but now the 10-second BKB has been popped onto the Storm Spirit. Will they now go back into the Roche? The answer is yes. Can they finish it before Jackie is back? That's going to be a bit of a tougher question. There is no Chronosphere, as they have managed to catch one. Skywrath Mage here, and he should be blowing up. Indeed, he will. Boombell jumping back up to the high ground, as it's going to be Palos claiming the Ace, maybe now even live a little bit longer. Looking for the duel on the Wyvern. They will be able to find it, as now Jackie BKB'd up. TPing in will help secure the duel victory. That's going to net them 50 total damage now, but they have lost the Aegis. Now, buyback is flipped onto our grandma, a bit of a curious one, considering she did not have the eggs, or rather the ulti ready to be used. Definitely a bit surprising there. Oh, bot lane, the Orchid. It's going to be onto the Arc Warden. This is going to be enough to burst through the first life. It will. In fact, that's like the second life they burst through, isn't it? What? They killed him twice? That's unbelievable. He died so quickly there. I mean, yeah, definitely killed him twice. Silence as well on the second life. Oh, goodness gracious me. That is not what you want to see if your Execration completely counterpicked here. And that will be enough duel victory up to 70. The ball continues to roll in their favor.
Pull roots and run.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified.
Regeneration.
Active. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Nature's Prophet in trouble. Beautiful hook shot out from BDZ. The control continues, as he will be able to finish off that kill. They have caught Rage Potato here. Does not get the healing off. Barely enough damage to nuke to do that. Wyvern, though, his Void Spirit still silenced up. Has the heal stuff, deciding not to use it, as these time dilation slows really doing quite a number to him. He's got absolutely nothing to offer in the meantime. BDZ absolutely ruined. 2 tower as well has gone down. Not really been the ideal engagement for him.
This will do nicely.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And it's off.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Balance the scale.
bit of a tougher game here. This Arc Warden just constantly getting ran down. He is farming. He's finally got a Mjolnir, but I mean, again, it's been a hard game for him. He just can never seemingly catch a break here. And just the counterpicks, the counterplays seem a bit too strong. Vision 4 Faceless Void now might actually give it heal.
Do it with flair.
Oh, cool. They had it on the Void Spirit. Look at the damage. No one to share it with either. Can barely keep him alive, and he will continue to live now as getting taunted up will be Jack. He's double silenced on top of that. Look at the damage, and the kiss is now running down. They get off the Chronosphere, and can they even kill this Void Spirit? They do, but just barely. Nasaros with the spider legs running his little creepy ass away, as instead of Q, they have